What's up, everybody? It's Mondo.
It's Omar. Hola. Say it right.
Soy Frankie.
Damn it, Frank. Dude, I feel like that's something I always tell you.
Welcome to the Yeknod Podcast. God damn it, Frank.
It just goes so well.
Welcome to the Yeknod Podcast.
Welcome to the Yeknod Podcast. We got Frank on today.
Yeah.
He's a friend from middle school up to high school. Is still current friend. And yeah, god damn it, Frank.
Fuck, man, I'm sorry.
Dude, it's just like every time like I see you do something fucking stupid. You do some stupid shit.
But it's most of the time it's on accident. Man.
I know, but
I'm a clumsy person.
That's why I'm always like, god damn it, Frank.
Kick it the
This
hill.
is why I haven't been in your house.
God damn it, Bobby.
That's kind of when I got it from like Bobby Hill.
Yeah.
God damn it, Bobby.
So Frank, how did you meet Mondo and me?
Damn. I met Mondo 6th grade or 7th grade?
I want to say
It was 7th, right? Because that's when we started playing football.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, maybe 6th grade. Like, but like I don't know if you remember you listened last time's podcast. Like I didn't really talk to anyone until
until 7th grade is
almost
when-
7th grade. I think
we
is
didn't
when I
really-
messed
we
up.
didn't- yeah,
That's
we
because
didn't-
we did football. Everybody.
We didn't really talk. We just kind of played football together. So I guess we wouldn't.
What did we do? We did track too, but I don't.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Did you do track?
Yeah, I did track 8th grade year though. I think no 8th grade year is when like we became friends.
Yeah.
Like became friends. Like
Actual friends.
Yeah.
We're acquaintances. Not even acquaintances, dude.
we were just
I
on the track
played
team.
with
Yeah.
him. I played
then-
with him and then we threw together. That's it.
Shot put and discus.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Yeah, I fucking miss those days.
Dude, hell yeah.
Like I go to the gym and I'm like, what the fuck am I working out for? Like I want to do something. And then like I miss track. Like it was
Do something
fun.
with the strength, man.
Dude, I want to put my energy into something. Like
Dude, you could have gone to college for that, dude.
see, I wanted
You could have gotten a free ride.
not
Like
free
Antoine
ride.
Isha, bro.
Nah, cause well I don't want to say anything, but like females, it was easier for them. They were throwing not as far as the guys, and
But they were throwing pretty far.
yeah they were throwing
Which
far.
Yeah.
But
they were,
but like the way you said it for females, like
yeah.
like it's a different story. Like females was like I think Antonisha was throwing like 32 something, 30s, 30,
God,
32s.
Jesus.
Yeah, and like guys, you had to be throwing like 54. Yeah, remember?
So,
I was only
mean,
throwing 45 maybe, and like on a good day, maybe through like a
To
48.
qualify, it was what, 35 or over? Yeah, it was 35, right?
I think so, 35 feet.
Because I would throw like 38, 39,
I'm taking this water.
and I would.
Yeah. That's yours.
You can have it, dude. This is my. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I guess what is gonna
Hey,
be
talk
like
closer to the
trip
mic,
charge.
All right, my
Trip charge from the fridge to my room.
Oh,
maid service.
Oh
We
shit.
got hotel
Damn.
fees, parking fees.
Oh fuck. How much am I looking
Oh,
at?
security fees
Oh,
for
fuck.
my dog's out there. You know, she's taking care of y'all's cars. Let's see, and then we got the gate charge. You know, because the gate had to open.
Oh yeah.
It's like 25 cents a gate opening. Oh fuck.
You spend 25
Yeah,
cents every time I get.
Y'all just wanna like get the season
what
pass?
do you
You want the season pass?
you do like a payment plan? Gotta pay monthly or?
Nah, dude. If you don't pay right now, you know, that's not good.
Oh,
What's gonna happen?
oh, we're going out this way.
Fucking tow truck pulls up. I told you, man, it's not good. I tried to warn you.
How did I meet Frank?
Xbox, right?
Xbox. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I met like most of y'all. It's like, cause I'm
Yeah.
younger. I was a grade younger, so I didn't really know y'all.
And you know what's funny is I didn't even really play with them on Black Ops 1. Because
Oh,
that's when, like...
You didn't? Oh, that's right.
I
Did you
did,
come?
but y'all... Because I had to connect.
God damn it, Frank! God damn it, Frank! Yeah. I'm sorry, but like we didn't like connect mics. Like
Yeah, they were fucking annoying. And when I finally got a regular mic... you know,
yeah, dude. Like it wasn't towards you, you know. Like we all fucking love you as a person because like you know it's fun.
But when you would fucking rage...
But
you
the
would hear it
connect
twice,
mic.
'cause- you'll hear, fuck!
That's
Fuck.
And it was so
Simon
bad.
Frank?
It was so bad the sound quality because it'd be like,
Dude, yeah, it was
it sounds like
terrible,
you're
dude.
recording on a webcam.
come on.
Yeah, but like, and then you hear like Frank's mom in the background, like Frank, go to sleep. And then we'll talk, and she'll be like, "What did they say?" Dude, we can get people in trouble with Connect mics. Like they'll have it on, and then we'll hear someone. Everyone's like, "Hey, bitch!" We're like, dude.
Oh man,
Those were the days. But Connect mics were annoying. But when you did get a normal mic, dude, fucking great time every time.
Especially on Blackout 2, dude.
man, those were. Oh fuck, that was the time.
You played with us, right?
I played a shitload of Black Ops 2 with y'all.
It was me, you, Mondo, Steven.
I think you said it, Osmo,
Yeah,
Eric,
Osmo,
Eric, Brian. Brian was a lot.
Oh, shit.
Brian too.
How did we get everyone?
I don't think we had it. Osmo was like not that much.
He always played with what's his name? His cousin.
Oh yeah.
Kevin.
Dude, he's fucking annoying, bro.
So it was kind of like
That's the
when
ring
y'all
of Kevin.
when y'all like when I became part of the group, then I bought my friends on, so y'all just merged.
Yeah. Yeah, we pretty much just all merged friends, and if you notice, most of Xbox friends, like, or not just Xbox, but like, I feel like when you talk through a game, or like online, it's just different than in person. Cause I've noticed most of my closest friends I met through Xbox, like just the connection.
But you also knew them in person because.
No, but I know, but you know, I know a lot of people in person, but the ones that I talk to on Xbox is just.
Yeah.
They feel closer, like they feel like a closer bond, just because I don't know if it's just the Xbox.
The thing was, like, when y'all met me,
yeah,
y'all met me when I was in 8th grade and y'all were freshmen, so y'all didn't
Yeah.
meet me for like a whole year until I showed up.
yeah.
And then I was some really fat fucking kid as a freshman.
Fucking Arcadias, dude.
Hell yeah. That's what everyone knows me as too, is Arcadias.
No, yeah, but like, and also I felt.
Esteban Arcaduzzi.
Ah, dude. I had like every fucking nickname for my gamer tag.
And I was gonna say something, but my brain said it, my mouth didn't, you know? I had to fucking just...
Hold the fucking hell.
Fuck! I feel like I'm gonna be holding...
God damn it, Frank.
Oh, shit.
That's gonna be like one of y'all's buttons. God damn it, Frank!
No, but I always tell you that, right? Like,
Yeah, dude.
but I feel like I do it with you the most.
Yes.
Because every time you tell me a story, you have like, you did some shit, you broke something, you got pulled over. Every time I see you, and I'm just like, God damn it, Frank.
I've gotten put over a lot, dude.
For real? Recently?
No, not recently. I haven't been put over.
Okay, that's
I
good.
just want to say I saw a big scratch on the side of your car
You
door.
know what? That's not even good.
My bad.
Nah, I came with the car.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I think you
Oh,
bought it.
okay,
right?
okay.
Yeah, that's right. I think I saw it on there
And then
before.
I fucking crashed. Fucked up a lot, dude.
So last podcast we just talked a lot about like ourselves. Y'all want to start getting to the topics we were discussing earlier?
Nah.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
No, not yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet?
I don't want. It don't matter.
Unless y'all got anything else besides that we can save the best for last, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, what's really the best? Honestly,
don't
we
know,
don't even
dude.
fucking know.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, we just talk on this until hopefully we get what we need.
Yeah.
So we can go, I guess, if you want
Alright,
to go
go,
ahead
yeah.
and talk about James Charles.
Yeah, you wanted to get to his subject so far.
I was
Go ahead,
trying
start
to
it.
talk more about like
Nah,
our
you
porn
go
stars
down,
considered
nah,
prostitutes.
Oh yeah, dude,
true.
that was a good. That was
Yeah.
earlier. We were talking about a Riley Reid. Okay, this is not even, you know. But how did I don't even know what I said.
You were saying
Like,
how she's become a thought, and I was like, can you really call them a thought if that's what they do? You know, like they're. I mean,
Hoes, you
why
call
why
them
do
hoes.
people call? Yeah, they are. Oh, and then you were like, oh, they are hoes, but they get paid, so it's a job or some shit.
But
So
that's
it's not.
prostitution.
Yeah, prostitution.
So is,
fuck.
is being a porn star technically prostitution?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
because
yeah,
you're
yeah.
getting paid to fuck, you know. Doesn't matter if like both parties are getting paid.
Yeah.
You know, you're still having sex and being paid to do it. So does that make you a prostitute?
No, but see,
Because you do it with other people. They pay.
but it could be considered art because you know
What?
it could be considered
Dude,
art.
no type of like.
It is.
fucking porn-
It is art.
Unless you're talking about the sensual. Like,
No, and like I don't know.
actual making loved ones.
Yeah. No,
everything else. On
I
there
mean,
is gold,
if you
not
think about
lucky.
it, nudity is art.
So
Nudity,
So you're
have you-
telling me a prolapse is art?
What?
A
You
what?
know what you don't know what a prolapse is?
No.
It's where your asshole is on the outside of your butthole.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking.
God damn it, Frank.
Does he still have the L already, or?
Yeah, he's
dude, I'm
holding it.
just
Just keep him.
What the?
I mean, in a way, it can be art because it's.
fucking disgusting.
I know, but it's just.
You know what? I took a whole class on this for a semester. Art appreciation. It is art.
Anything is art.
Everything
honestly.
is practically art.
Anything and everything is art.
I'm gonna fucking take pictures of
Dude,
my gooch.
Dude, like. Yes.
Take pictures of your gooch.
That's art, though.
Art.
That's for real. Like anything is
There's places
art.
that have that too.
That's fucking gross.
Dude, I'm telling you, like anything
Like,
that.
who wakes up and is like, oh, I want to go see some gooch today.
Well, I mean,
Fuck. Let's go to the gooch.
the different gooches that could be out there. A group of gooches is Gucci.
Oh my
See how
god.
many wrinkles this one has? So gorgeous.
No, a group of gooches is
I'm
now
not
known
gonna
as
lie.
Gucci.
Gucci. a group of Gucci's.
A Gucci.
A Gucci.
Gucces. Gucci pods.
Oh my god.
Did you see those Gucci over
So
there?
can we not talk about Gucces? Fuck.
Oh my god.
This podcast took a quick turn.
Dude, it did.
Oh my
That was
god.
rowdy. Anyways, back to our topic about
Are porn stars considered
Oh,
prostitutes?
yeah. Back to that. It's an art.
It's an art.
If they're putting it on the internet, it's an art.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
an art, but it's still prostitution if you really think about it.
Yeah, no, but being an art, it breaks that.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
No,
it does.
it does not. I
It
think
does.
you're
It's still prostitution.
it should still be prostitution.
I would think it's prostitution.
So y'all don't want porn? Is that what you're anti-porn? Is that what
No, I never
No,
said that. I never said
Because I mean, you're like,
Did you see how quick this dude got like defensive, bro? He's
Hey,
like,
y'all leave porn
trying
alone.
to get rid of porn, bro. Don't
trying to get rid of
think
porn?
about it.
hey, leave that porn.
Like, you leave my porn alone.
Oh no.
You were one of those fucking weird people that caught into your own place to order porn, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
I have never ordered porn on Spectrum.
He never ordered it, but you know he got it.
I
free,
got it
so,
free.
Yeah,
No, I never watched it. I never watched
he opened
it.
his account every now and then, you know.
I don't even think I had a TV in my room when I worked there.
Don't even lie.
He knew the,
Oh!
he knew the highest rated ones. That's the ones he ordered.
I would watch it. I would watch. Oh, wait, you know what? You have Spectrum on your phone.
Oh.
Oh! Ma, you just digging yourself in, man.
Come on, man. Give him the L.
Take,
I'll
take
hold
that
it.
out.
Oh, dear.
Swear, proudly, son.
Oh shit. What about y'all's coaches? Like, who always said that? It's okay,
What?
papas. Was
Fucking, I forgot his name.
Who?
the coach that would always go, "It's okay, papas."
Oh,
you
Coach
can do it."
Bettis.
Bettis.
I remember I was there for like, I wasn't even there for like a full season
Gotta
of football.
have that swagger.
You gotta walk with that swagger, man.
You sound
Oh
like
my
you're
God.
constipated.
That's how he
You sound
talked.
constipated,
That's
right?
how he talked.
You gotta have that swagger.
Sorry, Coach Bettis, if you ever listen to this.
Nah,
I
he's
love
not
you.
paying attention to us.
We saw him. Remember when we saw him at Nyosa?
Yeah, he was drunk.
Yeah,
I mean, he was.
Coach. You were drunk as fuck. That's all.
Oh my god.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We're not an ASMR channel.
God damn it, Frank.
You was fucked up. For those of you.
That's enough.
God damn it, Frank.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Hey, you gotta get everyone, bro. The gays, the Jews, the straights.
What?
Gotta get them all.
God damn it,
I'm
Frank.
sorry.
What are you talking about? Oh, wait. Back to the discussion. What was it?
Where did we get to? Because we discussed it in the end. We just settled that it's an art form that you get paid for.
I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
Nope. I didn't settle with
You-
that. It's
you-
Oh
prostitution.
yeah, but you're anti-gay porn. Anti-porn.
No.
Wait, why did you say gay porn?
No, we're not. What the fuck are you, Mondo? You're gonna hold that L until the end,
Anti-porn. You're anti-porn.
bro. I never said that.
Yeah, I never.
I
So
just-
why are y'all
I'm-
complaining?
I'm not.
We're just trying to figure out the mechanics
Nah.
about
It was a theory that I had that I thought I'd
Alright,
say. I'm
alright, you know what
sorry
it was-
that it offended you.
It was a
Mondo.
good theory. It was a good theory.
I'm sorry.
But like I was saying, I was trying to solve your theory by
But
saying
you
it's
couldn't
art.
solve That doesn't solve it. It's art, but it's still prostitution.
People pay for art.
That's fine. But art isn't prostitution.
Hey, how do
Art
they
is
make
art.
money if mostly every porn is free? Like, who do y'all know
Well,
anyone?
no, that goes back to like.
Back to another thing, yeah. Do y'all know anyone that pays for porn, like porn premiums, like Pornhub Plus or whatever?
No, yes,
No?
yes, I know. 'Cause,
Okay, so
on-
that's one. I don't know anyone. Like,
No, like I don't know anyone personally.
Yeah.
Or I'd hope I wouldn't. But
Yeah.
it's like if you go on Twitter and then you go under like those chicks that have the premium Snapchats and
Yeah.
shit like that. If you look in their comment sections, you can tell who the fuck's paying for premium, and
Yeah,
it's
you're
like
right.
not even close.
I mean, honestly, that if their premium is the only way to like look at that, I mean, shit, you gotta kind of have
Well,
to.
bro, these like some
These
of
bitches are expensive.
No, but
Yeah,
some
yeah.
of these females that do these premium Snapchats, bro, I bet I have never like seen one, but like I bet you they don't even show a lot, dog.
Oh, they
You
don't.
know?
You can go on Reddit and you
They're,
can
they're
find
nothing but
pages.
teases, yeah, or just.
Because I remember one of them wanted, like, I looked it up. Dude, they were charging like $200. Because you know how they always make those memes about like how much they're making?
Yeah.
These bitches are banking. Like, they are making money. Because I look in the comments, there's at least like 20, 30 dudes.
I mean, think about it. How much is it for like
20, 30 dudes at $200 a month.
Oh fuck.
No, it's $35 a month. Because they have like
No, no,
different
no, no,
accounts.
no, no.
Because apparently they have a premium Snapchat. And they have something called an OnlyFans, which is like a
Oh,
subscription
yeah,
base.
yeah.
Okay, so
Dude, I've seen so many promotions for that. It's fucking annoying, dude. Like I'll get friend requests from pages like that.
how many
So well, let's just say,
people follow them like in
let's
general?
just say
Like how many like a regular like a normal regular
It depends on your size at that
Like,
point. It's
okay,
kind of
so-
like
most
so
of
what do you
them
think?
are up there though.
No, but like what's like the normal number
Like
around
maybe
there?
8,000, maybe more.
Okay,
I'm
so-
7 to 8,000.
So let's say
I would say.
like
I don't know.
what would y'all say like half of that? Let's just say half of 78,000,
7,800.
7,800. Let me take off a zero. Divided by half of that would be half by 2. So 3,900 people like subscribe. I mean actually
And then put times 35.
times 35. Oh fuck! I put it 5.
There's a huge
136.
savage
Nah,
right now.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, see that's too much.
136,000.
Say, put 200 times 35. I'd say that would be like an average number.
Yeah, like I feel like a good amount of guys share
Yeah,
accounts
yeah,
too.
yeah,
so
yeah.
like
so 7,000 a month.
7,000 a month is
Yeah.
a
And
And you know
realistic
what?
number.
And yeah, that really is realistic, dude.
Yeah.
I've seen people on Twitch who, you know, they just they do like stuff like this or
They
just
play,
anything with talking and they make bank, bro.
dude. They make hella bank. I mean, I don't know if any of y'all watch KYR Speedy.
I used to watch him.
He did a live stream recently. Someone donated $500,
Yeah, do people donate?
and that was to beat out a guy that had donated like $130.
Have you ever heard of this guy called Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of his things where he donates a lot of money, but I don't know how he comes across it.
He
So
gets a lot of
gets sponsored,
sponsorships. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is insane. They're like, oh, here's 80,000. Go do stupid stuff with it. I
Yeah.
saw this one dude. It was insane. He gave each one of them like 13 grand, and said, "Here, you have an hour to spend it." And dude, they bought. You think like 13,000 was a lot, but
It is.
really
It ain't
isn't,
shit.
dude.
Like
They
I-
went and bought what was it, washer and a dryer. There's like 3,000. And like a bunch of TVs and fucking this dude bought like 3 Xboxes and he bought what was it 13 monitors
Damn.
and dude they're not even
yeah.
like,
they're-
what do you really what do
Yeah.
you need 13 monitors for?
Hey man.
Anyways, no, that like it was cool, you know, just
Yeah.
people be able to spend money like that.
What would you do if you got 13 grand?
13
I'd
grand.
buy a car.
Talk closer to the money.
13. 13
would,
grand.
This is an ASMR prank.
Nah, I think 13 grand. I'd probably try and maybe buy like a, I don't know, like a better setup,
Oh,
And then just-
yeah.
better setup, and then maybe even like renovate a random little room to make it more for a podcast.
yeah, that'd be cool, dude.
I'd
And then
invest
save the rest, or try and find a way to make it multiply it, like add on to it.
Yeah, because honestly, money loses a lot of value.
It
Real
does.
quick.
Yeah.
I don't have that much, but like if shit.
Hey man, like a year ago, like $100 would go a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
further than it
No,
would
honestly,
now.
I
Fuck yeah, dude.
so I'd buy like a little. I've been wanting a little car, like just a smaller car than the one I have. I'm gonna sell the one that I have,
Oh, okay.
and then get like a cheaper car, cause I want a cheaper car. I don't know. It just
buys a car. Oh, I want a cheaper car. Let me sell this one.
yeah.
Still
So
has a
well,
truck.
my sister. Yeah, I mean the truck's a truck. You know, you gotta keep a truck.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell my
You
truck.
go mud running on that.
Yeah.
Nah.
You
Grassy, bro.
Grass.
Remember when I took the fucking Camaro, dude?
God damn it, Frank.
What did he do?
we were out there mudding right in my truck, and then here comes Frank in his fucking Camaro. He just got it.
Really?
He
dude?
literally just pulled it out of the lot like a week ago, and he goes on the damn mud. And he starts doing donuts on the field, and his car's all skidding everywhere.
Go big or go home, I
Oh,
guess.
shit.
Oh my god, dude.
So yeah, and then he made it out though. He made it out. I was surprised, honestly.
Dude,
Dude,
I thought I was gonna get stuck.
Dude, I was just thinking about that the other day because it was kind of like raining, and I was like, how the fuck did cars car? How the fuck did cars car? How the fuck did Frank's car make it into the mud and like?
Fucking right?
How did you get under
Well,
the grass? It was just
wasn't
grass,
that
right?
deep.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
just grass.
I wasn't kind of in the middle, and in the
Yeah.
middle it was deep.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I can't believe you did that.
Dude, me neither.
God damn it, Frank. This is
Sorry,
crazy.
man.
We reflect on some of these times, and we question ourselves at this point. How the fuck are we alive sometimes? What's it called? So, any like more beef that's been happening, or like anything y'all want to discuss?
What were we just talking about? I wanted to go more into depth in one of those. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Like the OnlyFans or the premium Snapchat girls?
No, we were talking about it earlier, and he was like, "Wait, save it for the podcast."
Fuck.
Oh fuck! That we're gonna have a bunch of dead audio now.
No.
Dude, what was it?
Shit. I don't fucking remember.
Fuck.
Did I write it down?
Nah, you.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to bring up one. It's called like, do y'all remember any weird dream that y'all had as a kid?
Any weird dream?
Like just one like random dream that's been with you and it's stuck with you and like
Yeah.
you just remembered it ever since you were little. Cause I have one and I was like, what the fuck? Like I wonder if other people have one. Let me hear yours real quick.
So
You have one? Or, did you have one or no?
Nah, I don't
You don't
think
have
I've had one.
This happened when I was young.
Maybe hearing one like yeah. Wait, was it? Is it a dream or it's something that actually happened to you?
Dude,
Cause I don't remember if it was a dream or but it's
yeah.
I mean
I'm pretty sure it was a dream,
Yeah.
but it was still like super freaky.
yeah, mine's freaky too. Hurry,
So-
let's go, hurry.
Alright, so, in my dream or in I don't know.
Yeah.
I was at my old church that I used to go
Mhm.
to, right? And my sister was carrying me. I'm pretty sure it was a dream. Yeah, it was because it felt weird.
Yeah.
But my sister was carrying me and she was walking around with me, and there were these people in like black robes walking around, right?
Mhm.
I was like 6 or 7 at the time, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, who are these people? Like, I didn't know anybody, bro. Like,
Mhm.
I was freaking out. And she stopped, right, for some reason, like right in front of the church.
Yeah.
She wasn't facing towards the door, but towards the left. She was like, on the sidewalk, and she was
Mhm.
facing that way. And one of them like comes up to me, dude, right? And it puts out his hand for a high five, right?
Yeah.
And like, what the fuck? Like, who does that? You're gonna give a fucking. Anyways.
I mean, I give kids high
Dude,
fives.
He takes his hood off, dude.
Yeah.
And the Insidious demon
Mhm.
and Dark Maul from
Star Wars?
He was like a combination of both.
Oh fuck!
And like I freaked out so bad, dude. Like
Fuck.
as soon as like he like unveiled, dude, I
Mhm.
froze like in fear, dude. And my sister just started running, and I freaked out, right? And like as soon as she started running, I woke up.
Hello?
Or I don't even remember if I was asleep, dude. But dude, yeah, that was
Hey,
one
like,
of the that stuck with me forever, dude. Like
Yeah.
that it's like burned into my brain.
Yeah,
because I saw it, and it felt real, and dude, I was so like terrified, bro.
Yeah, like mine's kind of the same. What did you want to say, Omar? You
no,
wanna say
I was
something?
gonna say because he said he was running. Have you ever like woken up from a dream
yes.
and your fucking legs are running, or like you feel like you were running?
Oh no, I thought have you ever like ran in a dream but you don't go nowhere and like
Oh fuck! Oh shit, we're about to dip.
Ah, shit, we're good. I think it was
is that
just.
your closet?
No, that's
I
his
think it
bed.
was just my bed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hope it was your bed. Freaking loud.
No, like have you ever
I
like
go.
woken up
Hey.
from while you were not?
Let me call my friend.
the fuck up.
His dad's a priest, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's raining.
Oh,
Oh,
it's raining?
okay.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be.
My
Oh, fuck. That scared me.
my lovely girlfriend texted me telling me to be careful.
Oh, that's
that's
so,
nice.
so did my mom.
Oh yeah, but have you ever
Be
like?
careful, Frank. It's raining. It's raining.
She was like, drive as fast as you can.
God damn it, Frank.
Drive as fast as you can. Turn traction control off. You'll be fine.
I was gonna say, have you ever like
Close your
twitched
eyes.
really hard and like woken up because of it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
okay,
in
yeah,
school,
I've done
dude.
that. Yeah, I've done a couple ones where I wake up like in my dream, like it's a nightmare, and I'm like I can see myself like not waking up, and I'm just like, oh fuck.
You ever woke up and you?
And then I get up and I'm all sweaty, and it's that nasty.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
It's like that nasty sweat where like if you move the sheet's cold, so like,
Oh.
Have you ever woke up from a nightmare
Yeah.
and you're still scared?
Oh fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I
okay.
My body like so. When I was younger, I had a lot of nightmares. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I did.
Uh-huh.
Anyways.
Did you watch a lot of scary movies?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, okay, that kind of explains it.
And my sister one time, dude. Let me get into.
wait,
yeah, hold
can
on,
can I get
sorry.
into my other my
Oh my god, it's
My
raining
thing-
hard.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
what was it again? Weird dreams. Oh yeah. So my wood dream is, I don't even know when it was because I've remembered it for this long and it's still so clear in my head. I just can't see the other people's faces. But so we were in my old house. This is backyard, like close to Omar's, and like for some reason, me and my dad were just digging in the back, like,
Yeah.
and we dug like this big ass like 10 by 10 hole,
Mm-hmm.
and like at the bottom, like when we started going down, like there was like we hit something, and it was like not hard, but it was like a beetle, like have you ever seen those? There's these big ass black beetles
Yeah,
that
yeah.
have like a green tint on it.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
when we hit that, like I was like, oh shit! Like I was a little kid, but my mind, I guess I thought I was older when I was. I don't fucking know. It was weird.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know
Like
what you
it's just it's a weird thing. And then so yeah, like we got to the bottom, and like when we hit that, we were like, what? And then we dug all around like that 10 by 10. Cause okay, so we originally were digging a smaller hole, maybe like a five, like just a small hole.
mean. Yeah.
But we hit that, so we kept going, and like we dug to the sides like that, kind of like archaeologists or whatever, the ones that uncover bones and shit. And then like we just had this big ass, like a fucking 10 by 10 beetle in the backyard. Like it was a big like a dead beetle, a big 10 by 10 beetle, and it like the whole shell, cause when bugs die they keep their shells.
Yeah.
So so yeah, it was just a whole shell, and it was fucking huge, like. And I feel yeah here hell like little.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
man.
But it's small hill.
Yeah, I think
Eric-
it'll be fine.
I don't know.
Nah, you'll be good.
That shit turned quick. Oh shit, my car.
Nah, it's small hill.
Dude, the way we looked at each other, like, as soon as we heard it, just...
Oh no.
We don't know.
Oh, God.
It's probably gonna pick it up on the mic, and this is gonna be a bad part. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god, dude. Oh
But-
my god. Frank's scared of- Okay, did it pass? It passed? Hopefully.
boom, boom, you go outside, bowling ball size nail.
Damn, dude.
God damn.
The insurance is gonna fuck me over.
Dude. They're gonna eat
Oh
your
yeah,
ass.
okay. So yeah, like we get to the bottom of this, right?
Mhm.
And then like the whole family, our family, there was maybe like 5 of us, all guys, like the older, my uncles and stuff. And then like we had called the FBI or whatever, and they came out, and it was kind of like some Men in Black type shit, where they flashed us, but
Yeah.
they didn't flash me, I guess, because I still remember it. But then
Yeah.
maybe they did flash me, and they were like it was a dream or some shit,
Dude, that's some wild ass shit.
And like I remembered this throughout my whole time, and I don't even know. Like every time I go back there, I have that feeling that there's something under there. And it's always in that one section that,
Yeah.
and it's so weird because I can picture it so clearly in my head,
Yeah.
but every time I go, I'm like, no, this couldn't have happened. Like this
Yeah.
has to be fake, But
Yeah.
you never know, and then Men in Black, like maybe that kind of affected the whole thing, how I
Yeah.
still see it, or maybe after I watched Men in Black, it was some shit like that. But it stuck with me through I was little, like since I was little, and I always remember it.
That's like Twilight Zone type shit.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
creepy.
And it's I don't know if I that's why I wanted to know if everyone else had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Frank was saying, maybe you do have one. It's just you don't remember it at the moment right now.
I had
Yeah.
another one where, I feel like that one.
Like that. Yeah, that's the only one that I feel.
No, you go, because I was gonna say, yeah, I can't remember any one that I
Oh,
have.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it wasn't a dream because my eyes were closed.
Yeah.
But this was when I was younger too.
Mhm.
A lot of stuff happened.
Dude,
when I was younger.
everything that we did when we were younger, it affects us. Like
Yeah, definitely.
everything you see affects you because it affects you. Like any story you're gonna hear, it's gonna be when you were younger. Like because
Yeah.
it's stuck with you through your whole time. That's the only thing that's keeping us back. Like
Jesus,
that.
that's some hard ass fucking rain.
Right.
Oh yeah, go back with your story.
Anyway, what was I saying? So I was this was back when we had our cousins with us. But,
Yeah.
I don't think they were with us at the time.
Mhm.
Or they had left to a permanent foster home
Yeah.
because we had
Mhm.
took them in because some stuff happened.
Yeah.
But, they left the bed there, right?
Mhm.
Well, because my dad got it for them, but they didn't need it.
Mhm.
So I was asleep one day, right, and just the bottom half of my body was covered, right, and just out of nowhere, I feel like someone touching my back, right, like rubbing like their hand across my back,
Oh my god.
but I felt like nails,
Yeah.
right, and I was like, oh, like it's my mom, right,
Uh huh.
and like I didn't like it felt good, so you know yeah,
You were like, eh.
I enjoyed it. You know, I was like, oh, it's just my mom.
Yeah.
And later that day, you know, I woke up and I go up to her and I was like, hey, did you go to my room? Were you like rubbing my back? She goes, no, I was asleep. And dude, when I tell you that I flipped my shit, bro, like I was like terrified, dude. I was scared.
Well, like
God,
speaking of that,
dude.
there's been a lot of recorded cases where people will like say that they wake up from a dream, but they'll like say that something scratched them, and then they'll wake up and they'll have the scratches on them in real life in the same area. But like the thing is, they can tell it's a dream because it's some weird ass shit that happened.
Yeah.
But the scratches are in the exact same place.
See, maybe and maybe that goes back to like being a little kid. You know, that memory sticks with you in your head.
Well, no,
and
like,
then you add other stuff.
You know Cecilio?
Yeah.
Dude, he for like in his house,
Mhm.
for like a week and a half straight, every morning he would come in with a new scratch, but it would be like a scratch. It wouldn't be like, oh, something, and it'd be like somewhere weird in his body. And it's not like, oh, he was like banging some chick and it's that type of scratch. Like, no, like these were legitimate, like someone like fucking tried injuring him type scratches.
Jesus.
And they were like all over his body. Sometimes he'd wake up, he'd show us, and it'd be like right on his leg, and then other times it'd be like right on, like above his collarbone. And it was never like on his back. It was always like front.
That's weird, dude.
And like for a long time, he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And it freaked us all out for an extended period of time.
So what ended up happening? Like, what did he do about it?
I don't know what he did, but like after about 2 weeks, it just stopped. It just completely stopped. But the thing was, they were also appearing on his sisters.
What the fuck?
So that was kind of like freaky. I think they moved out of that house, and then that's kind of when it stopped too.
Oh yeah.
So that brings like theories to like ghosts and like demons and type
Yeah.
shit. Like, I don't know how y'all feel about paranormal, but I believe in paranormal activity.
Yeah, I mean, it's this paranormal activity is the same as in, yeah, it is right, like a demon or something.
Yeah, that's paranormal.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know about the whole like spirit thing. I feel like if it's something evil, you know, it's like an actual entity, not, you know, just some spirit.
Yeah,
You know.
you can tell the difference. You can feel the like aura about it.
Yeah. I like, I don't know if y'all can understand, but like I have this weird, like I believe in ghosts,
Yeah.
but it's like a weird that I don't know if I believe it all the way, you know. Like
Yeah.
I want to believe it
Mhm.
because it kind of makes sense, but then I don't really understand, you know.
Yeah, so you're kind of
So
like
I'm maybe 50-50, is that what they call it, something like that?
so like unless you experience something like personal, you might be
Yeah,
able to,
like
change
if
your mind.
I went under something
Yeah.
like that, I would be like, oh, like this is real.
It's something that you don't.
But it,
My
yeah,
sister
I
was some shit like that, dude.
and I don't want to
shit.
experience it, but I just that's why I don't understand if it's real or not, you know.
Yeah,
So
I-
I don't feel like
So
it's
I think,
truly.
so going back to like my dreams, I think that's why I had them. Because one day my sister and her friend were in her room, right?
Mhm.
And they tried this hypnosis thing, right, with a watch and like she
Oh,
was reading out of a
shit.
book and shit, right?
Oh, fuck.
And she was doing it, and they said that they heard something in the room, and they fucking yelled, dude, and they ran out of the room.
Mhm.
And my dad was like, "Whoa, what happened?" And then he told them, like, you know, like, dude, y'all are inviting like evil shit into the house. And like for a good while, dude, like I would hear shit in the house, and like I was scared to sleep alone, dude. I was scared to sleep, dude.
Yeah, I was scared to sleep in my own like bed for an extended period of time until like the age of 8. I was really uncomfortable sleeping by myself.
And like this one, I remember it so clear because my sister, she like came out, she was like, so she got out of the shower and she was going to her room, and I have a small house, so like as soon as you leave the room, you're in the kitchen.
Mhm.
So I was in the kitchen, right, and I just heard this loud fucking knock, dude, like 3 times, pop, 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 and like right behind me, at my sister's door, right, and she opens the door and she looks out, and I looked at her and we were just like what the fuck, dude, and
What
dude,
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, dude, it was,
It like, cause my parents practice a lot of like religion,
yeah,
and then like a lot of it is like spiritual shit where
Yeah.
they'll like they believe in brujeria and those type of
it's
things. So
true.
like yeah, like I
'Cause
believe
what you're doing is like
in inviting evil
Yeah,
spirits.
you're inviting evil spirits and you're sending evil spirits, which I don't know how that would work, dude. I don't know how that works.
Well, like the reason I believe in like some forms of
I
brujeria
believe in it, yeah.
is because
definitely.
my dad had like an old piece of land
Yeah.
that he didn't want to sell, but someone kept on offering him money for it, but he didn't want to sell it, and apparently like the land was good because every time he'd go and he'd like do something on that land, like grow anything, it always grow good.
Yeah.
But for like 3 years in a row, it would just everything he grew in that land would like die. So he went to like a sage and like they told him, hey man, go to the four corners of your property and then try to make it as close to the center as possible and draw an X on each of the corners in the center. And he gave him like some holy water and he said you have to do this between the hours of midnight and 3 in the morning. So, bro, he like his property is in the middle of fucking the woods, and I was like 8. This shit was not fucking settling for me, especially because there was like coyotes and shit. This is the most unsettling thing ever. It's 2 in the morning.
See, so you still remember that, and that's
Yeah, I
crazy.
remember that.
This affected you.
Yeah, this like fucked me up for an extended
Yeah.
period of time, and like for an extended period of time.
But that also teaches you to not be dumb. You know, not like go into like shit like that. You know.
Don't mess with it too much.
Yeah,
Like,
I
just-
avoid it. I avoid it as much as possible. I don't try to mess with
Yeah.
it. I don't wish bad on anyone just
Yeah.
because it's easier just to like
Mhm.
let something happen and then just move on.
Yeah, honestly, like if those 3 years like are probably hard, but I mean,
Yeah.
what did y'all sell? Y'all sold something? that
No,
was on it?
fuck no. He didn't. Like,
Just-
no, someone wanted to buy from him, and
Yeah.
they said that they put a curse on the land, so he'd sell it
Oh.
because it was being bad.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he did that. Literally, he planted that summer, and a lot of more corn grew than normal, which was really good for him.
Mhm.
And I was just
Whoa.
like, and it was just like, it's kind of weird. And ever since then, I kind of started believing in like brujeria and shit like that, just because I experienced it, and like I just don't I don't try to mess with it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And
See, so but do you think that stuff affects people that don't even think about it?
oh
Like,
yeah,
that
it
don't
affects people. I mean, like,
Because I mean, I feel like I've never had that, and hopefully I never get it. You know, but But-
I feel like it affects people who believe more.
yeah, who believe more, like
because they're more
their minds
more
on it, right?
scared.
their minds
So,
on it, so they feel
yeah,
everyone knows about it, but they don't know about it.
No,
But I don't really
I-
know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like for people who aren't educated on the subject,
Mm.
who go and practice these things, you know, like just because they're like, oh, let me just buy this book. and,
So
you
what do
know,
y'all think
just
about
to be
card,
dumb.
like the card reading?
card
Do
reading.
you
I-
think that's dumb or? Because
I
I
really do. That's
yeah,
that's
I feel like it's
witchcraft
just
too, bro.
like you just bring out a card and
There are
maybe
certain
just,
aspects of it that I do
Well, I mean,
believe,
you know what?
but I can't share them for like family reasons. But I'll let y'all know after the podcast why I
Okay.
think it's real.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe it is real because think about it. Let's say you bring out a card with a kid on it. You
Mhm.
know what? There's so many things that can happen with a kid. Everyone can relate to a kid. You know.
Oh yeah.
So of course it's gonna be like, oh,
So
I see something with a child.
So if any like minor inconvenience
Yeah,
with
and
a
then-
child happens, you're like, oh, that's what.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
yeah,
like
and then they
certain
bring out
aspects
another
I think
card.
are dumb.
They bring out another card, and it's like, what do you what do they have? What else kind of cards do they have?
Like all I know is they have like fucking one that has like 2 jacks. That's the only thing I remember. But
Yeah, but anything I feel like with those cards can relate to everybody,
oh yeah,
which is
fucking
why
facts.
like, and then whatever they bring out, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, this
I
happened.
feel like you just have to be really witty
Mhm.
to be able to like, you know,
But
on
it-
the spot have
yeah.
an answer for the cards.
It's the way they word it though. Like you know, like let's say I bring out playing cards, and I'm like, oh, a 6. It's did you meet 6 new friends? And then they do some stupid shit, and you're like, I did! Oh my god!
yeah, no, that's fucking stupid.
And then they're like, this guy, he knows what he's doing.
Hey, have you ever had y'all's like that egg cleansing type of thing?
No.
Dude, you know what?
Because,
Actually,
that's-
my
you know
parents.
That's a form of witchcraft too.
Yeah,
See, that's what I was thinking.
yeah,
is.
it's a
It is.
form, but like what it's supposed to do is like clean you of any like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to cleanse you of like evil stuff. Like you're
Or-
doing something evil.
Or they give you.
Yeah.
What do they do? They pull my ears or some shit. I don't know. They
Oh,
did
what
some
the
like. There's a lot of them. Like they make you. Like bite on your thumb or.
Yeah, I've never done that, but I.
No,
like,
there,
I
there
know
was
there's
one
some
I can't
wild-ass
remember
ones.
it. I can't remember it, but there's something like that.
I don't know, like, but also a lot of like the Latin culture is really superstitious in a lot of its
Yeah.
things that it practices,
Yeah.
which kind of like throws off the whole spectrum. Which for me, a long time, like that's why I never really believed in brujeria.
Mm-hmm.
But like certain aspects, I do believe in it just because somehow I've experienced them.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, I just kind of go like, nah, I don't really believe in this shit.
Mhm.
So I try to like,
No, but honestly, I feel like we all believe in it a little bit because even if you don't, like you don't think about it. Like people tell you like, oh, you know, I got in a car crash, and then you're like, oh, I hope I don't get in one, and then you knock on wood. People knock on wood when after they
Yeah,
say some
like-
shit like that.
Yeah,
But like to me, I don't knock on wood because I mean I don't believe in that, and
yeah.
it's just something that if you know,
I feel like
It's
you
just
make
for,
your
like,
own luck.
yeah, and then everyone does. I saw you do it right now earlier. That's why I'm trying to like bring it up because it's
Yeah,
No.
that's wood.
oh yeah, it's particle board. But yeah, like
fucked you up, right?
See, like that. I feel like that's probably like a brujeria like type, you know.
Yeah, no, like it's superstitious more.
I mean, yeah, it's a superstition.
It's kind of like finding a 4-leaf clover.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's more superstitious than, fucking reading cards.
See, but how is a? Oh, I guess because there's only one 4-leaf clover, right? So they assume it's lucky.
Yeah, like it's also like when you say something and people are like, "Oh, you fucking jinxed me," like.
Yeah,
like-
and then you like, oh, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Or when did they tell y'all like when y'all see a baby, you go touch it like if you.
Oh, you're gonna give it a.
Yeah, ojo.
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 I was gonna say osco.
Ojo's eye in English. I don't know what it was.
Man, fuck that. I fucking started hating kids when I started working at HEB, man.
Dude, that's made me like not want to look at kids because then they tell you that and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to give it ojo. So I'm just like, and then the baby's just like, ah! and then the mom's like, come on, honey.
They're like putting it in your
You
face.
wanna hold it?
And then I'm just like,
touch it.
yeah, I mean, they want you to touch them, but I feel awkward, you know,
Yeah.
to be like, oh, your son's cute, or
And they just boom. They
just like,
I was told you had to knock out the
pet
kid
him.
in order
You
to
go
get.
you want to see a sleep move? And then get him in a chokehold.
You're gonna learn this in the future. Fucking choke slam.
Jesus Christ. Baby comes out retarded.
Oh no!
You choked too much and lost too much air.
No, Frank. Oh my god.
One squeeze, two squeeze, rest.
One dude, that was 2 squeezes too many, bro.
Oh no. Oh my god.
What was that like a squeak?
Yeah. Like air was trying to come out, but it was too much. Oh shit.
Fuck. What other ones do we have on there? What the fuck did I write on there?
God.
How did your first train feel?
What the fuck?
Your first what?
How did your first train feel? Bro.
Is that what that one says up
I
there?
don't know. I've never been part of a train, unfortunately.
I'm trying to. Who the fuck wrote that?
This is your room, bitch. What do you
The hell?
mean?
It was a ghost.
Oh shit, brujeria,
Dude,
bro.
I'm trying to figure out why the fuck I would write that.
Were you part of a train? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Maybe like a train ride.
How was your first train, Mondo?
No.
Have you
You
been?
get hurt.
I don't know why I wrote that.
Were you part of multiple trains
Wait,
or?
I'm gonna go read this closer. Hold on, I'll be back.
Hey man, that chick that went through multiple trains in our school.
I was in here first.
Oh yeah.
That
Bro, that bitch was dirty. She was ugly too, bro.
dude, I don't know, like
mad.
I think it was just more like convenience was the thing that drove a lot of people. So like,
Yes, yeah.
like you know, it's kind of like
She's
going.
not a prostitute. She did that shit for free.
She's a hoe though.
She's a hoe. That's not a prostitute. That's a hoe.
Hey, what's y'all's definition of a hoe?
A female who sleeps with a lot of men. And for those women who are like, why does that make a man? That makes him a man whore. Which
Yeah.
is just as bad, but to other people it wouldn't be. You know?
It just depends on who you hang out with too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like certain people are like, oh no, my like, I think it's weird because I was watching like a YouTube video about like some guy. He went into the streets and he was just asking like he went during spring break. He was just asking people like, hey, what's your body count? And like guys would be like, oh, I got like a 40 to 50 plus body count. You know, I'm like out here slaying these hoes. And then like they ask, so how would you feel if your chick had like a 40 to 50 body count? And they're like, nah, she gotta die. Like she has to have like under 3. And I'm like, boy,
it doesn't make sense.
like you're
Oh, I'm back, by the way.
20 type shit right there.
I did not figure out how did your first train feel? I don't. I'm lost.
Yeah.
This isn't my room.
Bitch.
Come
I
on.
mean, we're in an we're in an undisclosed location.
They fucked with the room since the first podcast when we talked about the government,
Shit.
or the second one. I don't know which
Fuck.
one.
Oh, do you remember that one?
Which one?
When we were talking about the government.
We were
like
talking
how,
about Roswell, how they tried hiding like an
Oh,
alien
yeah,
crash.
Oh yeah, but, and how like wait, did we talk about how the government
I
how we
was
think
told-
the government
I
is?
was told by a guy in
Air Force.
no, not
ROTC.
in the military.
Oh yeah,
He said that Roswell was real.
Roswell.
Well, I mean, I told you that like that
And-
lieutenant
and-
went.
and
The UFO one we were talking about.
Yeah, and we tried to ask him like other questions about like alien life.
Yeah.
He was like, I can't say anything, like, but I was like, all right. He goes, but I will tell you that Roswell was real.
Excuse me, I burped.
But I
Yeah.
mean, like, well, I told you like the lieutenant guy that was the lieutenant that told that guy to correct his fucking mistake.
Yeah.
On his deathbed, he said it was real too.
That's fucking crazy.
He confessed. He said the material that he got from it was like lightweight, but it was something that they never had because it would like adapt to the changes that the world had for it, like or that was around its world.
Maybe Chicken Little was real.
Well, it's like that Chicken Little thing. Where,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was saying. Like,
but if you're like religious, you know, you wouldn't think that there was anything else but Earth or like human life.
Yeah, true.
Because in the Bible it says that, you know, I don't mean to get religious, but I'm just like, you know.
Yeah, like I'm religious, but
it says that we're not gonna know about. I'm dumbing it down because I don't remember exactly what it says, but he's not gonna, you know, have us not know about anything, you know.
Yeah.
We're always gonna know, but the reason that I feel like it's real is because the government hides a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, like
you know,
it's guaranteed.
And this is what we were talking about in the first one. You remember what we were talking about it, me and Omar?
Yeah.
And like how do you think how do you think everyone in the world would take? There's
like
an alien. There's aliens out there, you know.
I feel like there would be like a fucking.
Or there's aliens coming to Earth. Like, what did they say that? Like, they tell us. Like, let's say that is happening, and then they tell everybody.
It would be scary, but at the same time, you have to be open minded, you know.
Yeah.
So they could have they could have just came and just.
But you know, there's.
But instead, you know, they're like we know a date that's gonna.
Well,
happen,
like there's a huge theory that goes around too when it comes to aliens is that the government. Trades with aliens. They trade them our natural resources, some of our natural resources, in exchange for some of the technology that they can provide us.
See,
with.
And that's something I believe would be. But I mean, do we really need that out there right now?
Yeah, that's.
Think about it, like all the war and everything.
And you know what brings a good point to that. In the past, what was it? Maybe in the past 20 years, in the past 10 years, we've advanced like our technology so much, dude. We went from little battery phones to like a fucking iPhone XR, dude.
Tablets,
that's all touch and shit. And like, dude, the fucking Samsung, the Galaxy, the
Fold,
the S10.
Oh yeah.
No, dude, the S10. You can share your battery with another.
Yeah. Did you see the one that they were gonna come out? They ended up like canceling it because there was a lot of problems with it.
The screen cracking one.
Yeah, it's a Fold, Galaxy Foldable. Nah, dude, that was nice. Like. It's something.
It was good, but it's just that
it was a great something that you know.
It was a good idea.
It's a fucking great idea, and I'm glad they took that jump though because because they risked a lot, you know, putting that on the market.
2 years from now, Apple's gonna have it. Trust,
right.
Dude. Yeah,
not
but
even 2 years, dude. They're gonna have.
But I mean, Apple plays it safe. You know, they only make stuff that they know is gonna be good. Samsung's out here, they're trying new things, and that's what I like about it. You know.
They're innovative.
Who else do you know? Oh, besides, there's another company called Huawei that made one too, but like here in the United States, you know, it's different. Like a fucking foldable phone. Like when did you think about like when did you even think about having this phone? Like
true.
If you're older, like
but that brings me to what he said about how we're trading natural resources, about how we're trading like natural resources for technology because we've advanced so much so quick. Yeah.
Well, when you also got to think about like 10 to 15 years ago how fast fucking internet was.
Yeah, dude, right?
Like right now, I'm pretty sure the fucking 4G LTE I have on my phone
was like regular internet.
Yeah. No, it's probably faster than their internet that they had back then. Because I mean, you had to have dial. Like I remember dial-up because I had dial-up when I was young, and the thing was you had to like unplug. No one could be on the phone. And you had to do everything yourself, and it would take you like fucking days to do anything you wanted to do.
The fucking floppy disks.
Oh shit! And now like I couldn't even hold that much. I saw one. It was like 800 millibytes, which isn't even a gigabyte.
Damn. Oh yeah. The memory cards back then were small too.
Even look at this now. Like a floppy disk was like 3x5. This is 32 gigabytes, and it's like a fraction of the size of it.
Fucking right.
Dude, but it's also everyone's innovating, you know, they're thinking of new ways, and that's good.
Or just think about your phone too, like a computer used to take up a whole room, like your whole room would fit this whole room would fill.
Your phone is a computer that you can talk to other people through.
Fuck yeah. No, the phone's more than just a phone. It's basically you know, your social life. Your social life, you know, you can do it. You can do anything and everything on the phone.
Masturbation is sin.
You will atone for your sins.
Damn it, Frank.
But yeah, no, like that was a big theory, and I honestly was willing to believe that because I'm pretty sure Earth has some things that like are relatively close to Earth. Because I mean, with global warming, like a bunch of things happening,
Okay.
people have started trying to look into other Earths, and they're trying to find an alternative to Earth, and that makes you think that like within.
Dude, but that sucks, dude. Like, we're gonna leave a planet that we fucked up to go fuck up another one.
Hey, did y'all see about that black hole?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
You haven't seen that picture of the black hole?
Oh yeah, I saw
So
that.
they showed sound with it.
No. Do y'all think that's the only picture they got of the black hole?
No, they have a lot more.
They only posted that one or what? Because all I saw was that one.
They always have pictures of black holes, bro.
No, this.
Damn, this fucking
No, this
rain
is
is,
like
like,
the first
going
black
ham.
hole or another. No, this was
There's a lot of pictures, bro.
but a real black hole
Yeah.
out there in
It's like
space.
on YouTube.
I thought that was the first black hole that they've ever. Yeah, you.
Yeah, I
didn't
thought
see
that.
That was the
Recorded,
first-
Yes, recorded.
But it was like light years away or some shit, no?
I think that was the furthest.
Bro?
I don't know. Like I'm kind of genuinely curious about.
Yeah, well, like they only posted one picture and everyone's memeing it. Remember? They were putting like, they were memeing it. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care enough.
Yeah, I know which one you mean about James Charles' career and shit.
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Sorry.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, how do y'all
This
feel
one, look,
about...
this is a real
Yeah.
a real black hole right here.
Yeah.
I saw that. They showed sound for
Well,
it,
the
too.
thing was because
Bro.
like black holes are considered to be so powerful at like sucking.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
They're, like-
literal light
Yeah, getting
trapped
sucked in.
inside the black hole.
Yeah,
It's
like
getting sucked
no,
in
they
the
say
black
that
hole.
it's so strong that light can't even escape it.
Yeah,
And
it's
That's
getting sucked in.
insane, dude.
And when you think about it, it takes 7 minutes for the sun to reach the Earth, like the
Mhm.
light that comes off of it, and like that's not fast enough to escape a black hole, which makes you think like we haven't come that far when it comes to our
Imagine
technology.
being able to catch light, bro. Right?
That's dark.
But real quick, how do y'all feel about my girlfriend was telling me the other day about how there's so much like CO2 or carbon dioxide
Oh,
in
that's been
the
bad.
atmosphere that, dude, no matter how many trees we plant,
Oh, that's been known. Okay, so
Yeah, at this point,
But
it's
it-
just,
yeah, and like, you know, I play like I don't care, but because my girlfriend cares, you know, it makes me care. Anyway, sorry. Oh my god, I just hit it. I'm sorry.
God damn it, Frank.
Damn it, Frank, give me the L.
God damn it.
I'll take it. I want it.
Yeah, dude, and
But
like
it's scary.
no
though,
no
dude.
one talks about it, so no one knows about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like my geology teacher was he's kind of like he was a stoner. You can
Mhm.
tell he was a stoner. But he was describing how bad it's going to get to the point that scientists are trying to figure out something. I think it was in the Antarctic that there was a specific place where they were trying to prevent water from getting in because if it got into this one iceberg, it would crush down, it would like break it down so much and cause I think like sea levels to rise by like 2 to 3 feet, or it might even be more.
Yeah.
So pretty
Jeez.
much Florida would be gone, and San Antonio would pretty much be beachfront property. So we'd be the new Corpus Christi.
What the?
California more than likely would be gone too.
Dude,
like-
that's fucking
mean,
scary, bro.
And it like
and dude, we could have been doing something about this a long time.
well, I mean
ago.
Michael Jackson said like this shit like in the 90s.
But nobody cares.
Yeah, no one.
And still, people still don't care. You know,
And
there's
it's
a good amount
expensive.
of
It's expensive, like, you know,
That's
just in
fine.
general. Like,
Did
it's not fine, dude. It's
so-
not
no,
fine.
hold
Like,
on,
trust me.
Let me comment on that. So, a lot of this stuff,
Mhm.
my girlfriend tells me, but
The
she showed
church?
me- yes, dude, the
The-
fucking church.
Yeah,
got,
like they got burned down.
and with not even half of that money, we could have cleaned up the ocean. Dude.
Oh, that guy that donated
The
it.
Notre Dame, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
like it was a lot of money.
Mhm.
Like for a church that
Yeah,
got
yeah.
like burned down. And I'm
Mhm.
like, it's
No,
significant.
it's like from the 1800s. I remember.
Yeah, like it's
I saw-
significant. Don't get me wrong. It's a significant thing. But to be able to have like in 48 hours, they donated billions worth of
Yeah.
money. Like,
dude, and if even like some of that went to at least going to fucking
well, if you want to
something,
think
you
about
know?
it, even
Yeah.
worse is that Flint, Michigan, it would take like $200 million to like fucking clean their
Mhm.
water pipes.
and they for one church they donated what almost 2 billion.
See, but
But
it's,
they
it's
also,
also
built
the
the wall for like way more than that too. That just brings in your priorities. They were willing to build a wall to Mexico
See,
rather than taking care of the
and
individuals
it-
that live in this
it's
country.
Right?
it's whatever they believe in, and it sucks that they don't believe in, like, you know, like everyone's small, like not the rich people. I guess so. There is some rich people that will help, you know.
Leonardo
you know,
DiCaprio's been doing a lot.
Yeah,
of work.
they do try and
which
help.
is
It's
great,
just
dude.
some people don't care. You
Oh,
know,
Lil
they just
Dicky's
don't care.
Music video. Y'all
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit?
I saw that one. That was a good video.
No, like
It's a music video with Lil Dicky, and he has like all these other actors and
like he had 30,
rappers.
30 like of the most famous people in that
No
album to
shit.
discuss like the whole premise was to get as much attention to like global climate change.
Mhm.
And I think at the end of
Yeah.
it he said,
I think now it's starting to become more. People are starting to become
Well, like,
more
the
aware
thing is-
because things like a, shit starting
Well,
to show.
like at the end of the video,
Yeah.
he discusses how scientists have given us 12 years before we do. Like we've already done a lot of irreparable damage, but to the point where it's like bad. Because I mean, a big problem with it is that a lot of the food we eat produces a lot of CO2. Also, so like cows and pigs produce a lot of methane when
Yeah.
they fart, pretty much,
Yeah.
and it takes a lot of money in order for that. So it comes
Dude,
down to
I'm also like, I'm also scared of the size the world's gonna be.
oh yeah, it's
Because
like,
I mean, the amount of people that are on Earth, there's like over 7 billion or some shit like that.
Oh,
it's reaching
yeah.
8
Hey,
billion now.
and like, we're running out of land, and all this global warming and everything isn't helping.
We're running out of food.
Dude, like, it's gonna get to the point where the government, and I'm pretty sure that
And-
we're at that point right now,
And you know what's scary too, dude? Like for religious people,
Mhm.
that's like war and shit like that. And
Oh, war's gonna become even worse
yeah,
now.
dude.
Yeah.
So it's gonna say that it's gonna start getting real bad
Mm.
in the Bible when like the world is gonna end,
Yeah.
which is scary, dude. Because
And-
shit like that you read in the Bible, or people
Yeah.
have talked about, you're starting to see it, dude. And you're
Mhm.
like, fuck,
And
dude.
this is where like, I don't know if this is like my theory or not, like kind of like my take on it, and I feel like we need to like start, because people are starting to live a lot longer,
Oh yeah, that's horrible.
and it's like it's not, it doesn't suck, but I think that even if like we don't want to, the government has to put something in play to. We need to start taking out someone,
Well, I mean, like,
start killing
China-
off more. I don't even know. But,
China tried taking like action against it with their one-child policy,
Mhm.
but like the problem with that was, since like Chinese culture, men are like a lot more.
yeah, it was getting bad over there, and
yeah, like-
we were having nothing but women.
No, like it got bad because like men are supposed to be the ones to keep the family, so the
Yeah.
woman of a family leaves.
It was a disgrace. Yeah.
And no, the amount of fucking illegal abortions that were happening
Mm-hmm.
because they were like finding out they were having girls, they would kill the girls instantly. They would get their wives pregnant up to like 6 or 7 times until they got a boy, and it got so bad that like a lot of women were losing like women became really rare too,
Mhm.
in the aspect that they didn't have enough women for men.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
That's insane, dude.
Like so, the
Yeah, I had
government's
it
gonna
flipped,
try
yeah.
to take part in it. What the fuck?
yeah. I think someone's here.
Oh, damn!
Oh, you know what?
What happened?
Oh, she's gonna let my dog in because my dog's outside. I forgot about her. I totally
Oh
forgot
my
about
god!
her. But she has like shelter down there. It's just
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, like it gets bad because you got to think about it. People are gonna find ways to do shit
Yeah.
that like, I mean, prohibition. We tried making alcohol illegal.
yeah.
People worked around it.
Mhm.
That one-child policy was supposed to limit how many kids were being made, but in reality, it just caused a lot more illegal things to happen.
You know
Yeah.
what I feel like is like also like it's really weird, but I feel like it's also a big factor in like pollution is like people's hunger for money. So let me go into detail on that. So you get these people who are they want money. So you get this one guy, he's determined and this and that, right? Builds a business and his business
His
does-
regulations don't meet code. Or,
No, you can just we'll say that he owns a car factory or like a Toyota plant,
Mhm.
right? So because of how successful that he's doing, of course you always want to be more successful than you are, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
So he expands, and as it expands, he's making, he's actually, I wouldn't doubt that they're like taking out forests
Mhm.
and shit,
Mm.
right? So on top of taking out forests, you're also polluting with the factories that you're putting there.
Well, like a big thing was that Trump, when he became in office, he again, like this was all I found out a lot about like the environment through my geology teacher, because his thing was Trump took away a lot of bills that protected wildlife resources. So like polluting our water, like river streams, it was illegal during the Obama era, and then Trump enacted a placed a bill that would
Yeah.
allow like certain forms of pollution to go into it, or dumping of factories.
mm-hmm.
And it's funny because I'm kind of like sounding like a hypocrite because I work for a construction company and that's what we do. We like cut streets and shit, and we like mow down trees, and I'm over here saying like, dude, that fucking sucks.
But like it goes back to the concept, the money you need. Like we need money to survive. You can't like, it might not be something you agree with. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are vegans that work in like fucking fast food restaurants that they don't agree with what's happening, but
Yeah.
they have to.
It all comes down to like making a living and your pride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I feel
honestly,
like you just gotta get over your pride and just
Do what you gotta do.
what you
and
gotta do.
at this point,
Be an adult.
there's not, you know, there's not much we can do. We're not near the ocean. You know, if we could, I would say we can like get together and like go pick up trash and stuff. You know, but
what was epic was that there was a challenge where Clean Up My Ocean, where a lot of people were cleaning up the oceans.
And I feel like the only thing we can do is like us being here is just work on our own like home. Like let's start here. Start on your own home, because some people think, oh, I need to donate. I need to go out there. I need to go try and go somewhere to clean up. You know,
it's not about just donating, it's about donating.
Start it at home. You know, like I got a metal straw. I've had it for like a month now, and it really does cut down on straws like big time. You know, we use our bags. We always use like our HEB bags for trash. You know, just so that way you don't just throw them all away. People throw them away and they don't even use them. It's
facts.
Like grocery bags, you know, reuse them. I don't know, but there's also not a lot we can do with the plastic, because you can't melt it. If you melt it, it releases fumes.
Yeah.
You have to either like, how are you gonna dispose of it properly? You know, it's just so hard. There's
it's bad. Like it's a lot of these things take time to like deteriorate.
And a lot of people, they don't donate because they feel like they're not gonna get anything out of it. I think, you know,
like they don't try to make changes.
Like a lot of people that make money, they want profit. And I mean, I honestly believe if they do help, there will be profit, because all these people will be like, oh shit, you know, they did this.
Well, I mean, some of the
I see what you mean. It could like drive them like, oh wow, they're doing this like for the world.
Yeah.
Like, damn, okay, that's cool.
Like we can support that.
I want to associate myself with them.
I'm behind that. Like shit. Yeah. That'd be awesome, you know.
Yeah, but I just wanted to comment, because this kind of goes into like the other topic that I wanted to bring up, but like I don't know the whole story about like the James Charles and things like that.
Yeah.
But it was like a big thing I read, and it was kind of true. Is like a man's character isn't tested until they have everything. So like they have power, wealth, and fame. Like the true character doesn't come out when you have like everything you want, and no one can really tell you no. You like your true self is kind of revealed.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that? You agree or like not really?
Oh my god! Repeat it. Sorry, because my sister messaged me, telling me that she can't find the dog. So I was like trying to figure out.
No, yeah, no, like it's like your true character isn't revealed until like you have fame, power, and wealth. Like
no, so
I
feel like you can genuinely be a good person, but money does change a person.
Yeah, no, like that's
so
what it's saying.
You can't say that. You know, you can say now, oh no, I'll never be that person. But as soon as you get, you know, money, that's, you know.
But everyone, I feel like everyone's money hungry.
Yeah, everyone is, and that's the thing.
So,
you know, because
so for me right now at this point, you know, this podcast, we're trying to get it started, and in my mind, I'm not thinking about the money. I'm thinking about like everyone that's gonna listen to this. You know, what their thoughts on it are, like their opinions.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like it.
And if you think about the money, I mean, you're gonna have to start a list. You have to make it a job. You know, right now we don't care about the money. We're doing this because we
don't even
just
have
want
a set schedule for this podcast. Yeah, we kind of just record whenever we have a chance.
It's whatever day we feel like talking. You know, we just get together, and it's something that'll, you know, you'll feel like you're in the room with us, because, I mean, we're just talking about random shit, just regular shit you talk about with your friends.
Like I remember someone said like there's always a lot of quotes about this when it comes to money. It's like, if you only chase money, you'll forever be broke, because you'll never be able to like truly catch it, because you'll always want more, which goes back to the thing.
Yeah, and I've thought about it, and I do believe that more money equals more problems.
Oh yeah,
because like just think about it, the more you make, the more taxes you got to pay.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the more people that come into your life that try to find.
Yeah.
You got to be aware of people trying to sue you for, oh, I slipped in your yard, or, you know. Yeah. You gotta be scared that people are gonna hack your system just to steal your money.
It sucks that you can't like hide yourself from winning the lottery.
Yeah, you can say you're anonymous. Like they don't have to say your name.
No, certain laws, certain states, they require you to show up. Like there recently was a guy, but I think this was in Jamaica. But irregardless, he showed up in a ghost, a ghost scream mask with I think he even had the hands and everything. Like the full suit, because he didn't want his identity to be revealed. And in fact, there was another guy who won the lottery.
Yeah.
And this was in Texas too. Or no, this wasn't in Texas. This was in the United States. Before claiming the lottery, for a whole month, he hired lawyers, financial advisors, this whole thing. So as soon as he claimed the money, they already knew what to do with it. Yeah. So he didn't have to worry
about it. He was thinking about it.
Yeah, so he thought about it. So he got like, I think it was like $500 million. he had it already. Like people
He
were
planned
already
it out and
investing it for him.
Yeah.
He had lawyers taking care of the things,
Mhm.
and he had lawyers like prepared to protect him
Yeah.
at all costs when it came to
And-
financial.
And the
That's
lottery is
smart, dude.
it's a crazy thing because if you're not prepared to win and you win, you're living a lifestyle like a cheap lifestyle. How much do you think you spend a month?
A month?
Like maybe because we're young. I'm still living with my parents. So I maybe spend like 500 a month on like actual things that I need, like car payments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know,
Well, I mean,
uh,
statistically, after a person wins the lottery,
Mhm.
I think within 5 years they go broke.
yeah.
See,
But
that's because people are dumb.
no, but I'm trying to
Well, it's not
explain
even
it. Like
that,
so I'm trying to explain, right? So you live this lifestyle of only making like 20 grand, right? Like everything in your life, you only spend 20 grand, and you live in that 20 grand.
Mhm.
But then all of a sudden, you make this million. You know, you want to buy everything. You change your lifestyle. You're trying to change your whole lifestyle from 20,000 to $1 million lifestyle.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to invest, I mean, you're gonna lose that instantly because you were living the 20,000 lifestyle. You chose the $1 million lifestyle. You wasted it all. Now you're back to the $20,000 lifestyle, and you don't have enough money for the.
Yeah,
You know?
like how you said,
Mhm.
you try to change your lifestyle. Because I remember some guy, once he won the lottery, he pretty much once he lost it, he pretty much said, "Oh yeah, I just spent it on like fucking hookers and
Mhm.
coke." Like,
Oh.
like he legitimately bought out. He went
Mhm.
fucking shitload of fucking drugs. He did everything he wanted, and it comes back down to like, oh shit, like how Mondo said, once you go away from
The lifestyle you're living in.
yeah, you try to change it. If you don't have anyone telling you,
Mhm.
and no one's gonna tell you, like everybody, when you have a lot of money, everybody wants to be your friend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're never gonna have anyone that
Yeah.
tells you no. Like, and that goes back to the James Charles thing, because he's kind of a predator, but we'll go into that later.
Whoa. Okay.
So, no one's gonna tell you no when you have money because they want to be
Yeah.
your friend.
Yeah.
So the person, and honestly, when you have the money and no one's telling you no, more than likely, when a person finally tells you no, even
Mhm.
if it's for your own good, you're just gonna think that they're being an
Yeah.
asshole and just kind of like ignore
And
them.
it sucks. It sucks, but that's how it is. You know, there's people out there that want something else besides, and I feel like a lot of people that are famous, they realize that early. You know, like they think about it and they're like, if I'm rich, you know, people are gonna be like this, and you have to have that mindset because
Yeah.
a lot of people that don't have that mindset, they just go into it and they waste everything because they don't have that mindset. You know, like, oh, I gotta watch out who my friends are. I can't just meet anyone anymore.
I think
Yeah.
that's
You
why
know.
celeb-
And to be honest, like it's kind of true though.
Yeah.
Like it sucks, dude.
Mhm.
That just because you have money, you know,
Yeah.
try to leech off you. They
Mhm.
they think they're entitled. Like my
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm your friend,
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
Dude,
like-
I'm in debt. Like, can you help me
yeah,
out?
I feel.
Shit like that, and I could
And
feel.
especially with family, like
Yeah.
I feel like it would be hard with family
Mhm.
because they feel like like oh just because we're family that's
Yeah.
my money too, you know.
But I'm even and I've thought about this. Like, if I ever do come into like some random money, I'm gonna give my family like 10,000 each,
Yeah.
and then after that, then I'll
You're
do
just
the
on
rest.
your
Yeah.
I've like figured stuff
Yeah.
out too. I have,
Like we all have that list,
I
right?
have a list of my,
Yeah.
my friends that I can call my friends
Yeah.
because I still talk to them.
Mhm.
And
Hi,
then-
Frank.
No, honestly, like,
Fucking I can die, bro.
No, but like,
honestly, if you won money, honestly, I'll be fucking happy. Well, I'm not gonna take any from you, you know. That's your money.
if I, yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna. Why would I? I didn't do nothing for you, you know. Like I'm your friend, but I mean, I'm your friend because I'm your friend. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not your friend because you fucking make money and shit.
Exact. See, that's where like it comes in. Like you were my friend.
Yeah.
Exactly. You never asked me for anything.
Mm.
You know, I've been able to come to you and
Yeah.
ask favors. You know, we've been consistent
Mhm.
friends for this amount of time. and
Yeah,
I want to treat you because you're my friend.
Mhm.
Is how I would put that.
yeah, and but after that point, like it's gonna be hard to make new friends, you know.
Yeah, but honestly, like I'm fine with the group
Yeah.
of friends I have now.
Yeah, honestly,
I
that-
talk to.
That's also what I like, but I also want other people to like understand this feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Like I would like to meet a lot of new people, like everyone, anyone that I can meet that they can tell me a story, you know. I want to meet the people like us, you know, that just come chill together.
Yeah.
Hey, how many of your like friends do you think would come back if you were to like actually come into a lot of money?
What do you mean? Oh,
Friends that
Like
come
people
back.
that
I
like
think
you
a
don't
lot,
you don't
a lot.
talk to, or you like
Yeah.
don't really associate,
A
or they don't
lot.
talk to you for a certain reason because you don't like click well.
Mhm.
But all of a sudden, if you were to come into a lot of money, they would just be like, "Oh, what's up, Frank? How you
Yeah.
been?" Or
Yeah.
"What's up, Mondo? How you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
we haven't talked in years, but how you doing, man? Like type shit.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like it would be a lot of.
I mean, also a lot of the like these friends that we have, I feel like it can go both ways because we always look at it like, oh, this guy hasn't messaged me in months, you know, like, but also you didn't message him, like,
Yeah.
it's just it goes both ways, and then maybe the other friends thinking the same thing, you know, like, it's been a while, you know, maybe he's busy, so I'm not gonna message him.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, if you do come into money, and if you were my friend back then and you did come into money, and like I still believe that I'm friends with everybody that I'm like friends with.
Mhm.
But if you did come into money and I hadn't talked to you in a while, I'm just gonna be like, congratulations, dude. Like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and everyone, I feel like everyone wants that. Like, you know, that's cool.
Yeah, they don't want.
But
the
they don't-
people coming like, hey,
And
bro,
yeah,
give me
like
that money.
I don't want you to think that I'm back just to like for money.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
fuck no,
yeah.
like that's cool. But yeah,
But I feel like because they won that much money,
Yeah.
they'd be. A little
it also
bit
changes.
skeptical.
Yeah,
They'd be like, damn, maybe, but what if he is? You know.
yeah, and that's another thing. Like another problem about more money. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't have more money. Like I barely have enough for me. But like I always like to think about it. Like, you know, I like to think that I will make money in the future, and it's not gonna be good luck. It's gonna be because I put time and effort into it. You know, and I think that's the best way, honestly, to live.
Yeah.
Putting your foot down and just going for whatever you want to go for.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think like a lot of money also change. Like, I wanted to hit on this point earlier was just, but we kind of went on the thing about money.
Yeah.
Was I think money amplifies who you are, and like when you come across a lot of money, who you are becomes like more, is bought out way more because of money that you have.
Yeah. It yeah, but also it's also the confidence we have. You know,
Well,
like
but,
everyone
I mean,
feels like they're getting judged.
we all know an ugly ass dude that fucking has unnaturally high confidence, or that they're unnaturally cocky for no
Yeah.
reason, and you're just like, you know, it's cool to have confidence, but when they like try to act like they're better than everyone, it's kind of like one of those.
Well, I mean,
annoying things.
if you think about it, like I've been thinking about this a lot. If you know, they always say if you act like if you fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
I think that's stupid though.
But I mean, it's true. It happens. It's true.
It's to keep your self-esteem up, bro. You know,
Yeah.
You think positive. You know,
Hey,
you
if
feel
he's
positive.
over there, he's talking to all these women. He's getting practice every single time he talks to
That's
a
true.
woman. And us, like I honestly fucking suck when it comes to talking to a girl.
Oh,
And you know why?
fucking
Because
same.
I'm scared, and I'm a bitch about it. But I mean, when it actually comes down to it, like I'm nervous and shit. And you see like these guys just talking to women because that's why I want to get a girl in here, like to get their thoughts on it.
Oh, dude, that'd be dope if we
Did-
could like get
like-
one
You
girl
know,
to.
thoughts on a random guy, you know, coming up to you. And,
Yeah, or like how to present
you should-
yourself.
Yeah, how you should approach a
Like,
woman. You know.
Yeah, and it just I don't
Actually,
know.
I had that happen.
because there's a
like,
lot of
when I
guys
stayed
out there that have
interesting.
problems with this. You know, like
Yeah.
it's.
Oh shit!
And
my
then
fucking
and
water
it's
bottle.
not because you know we're pussies. It's just we haven't had practice.
Also,
you know,
sometimes like like the culture that comes around with our generations that like it's
Mhm.
kind of just expose everyone as soon as they try to hit on you.
yeah,
Like if you try to like slide into girls' DMs and try to like like talk
Yeah,
to her, instantly you're more than likely getting exposed.
But it's mostly the people who are like every fucking day, like, hey, what are you doing? Hey.
Oh
hey,
yeah, that's
hey.
true. That's true.
yeah. That's another thing I want to ask someone like.
How does it feel to like get your shit blown up by
No.
like an individual?
What?
Like no, like I mean like.
Oh no
like,
no no
Asking them how
no.
does it feel when.
No, I'm talking about a woman like how. Fuck, dude, I'm trying to think.
How do you work? You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the questions like what I would even ask them. I'm damn. I'm a woman, a girl, a female.
The opposite
Mm.
sex.
How
There's a
would
lot
you-
of white space.
Shit,
Very
I forgot.
quiet.
Gavin Mondo.
Let's just jump onto
take the
another.
fucking-
I'll hold you.
You know we're at an hour and 15 minutes with this.
No.
We are at an hour and 15 minutes with this.
Jesus, dude, that fucking flew, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it flies
time
by.
flies when you're having a good time.
Yeah. When you're getting into
No,
these
but
fucking
actually like
topics, dude.
so there's a girl that was in my math class.
Yeah.
And I was being a bitch. I didn't want to tell her hey or anything.
Mm.
And sure enough, like this final, I told one of my friends that she's a girl. I told her, you think I should do this? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, just fucking go and like say, hey, I thought you were cute and whatever, and just walk out. Cause I mean, I'm like, it's the end of the semester. I'm not gonna.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
fucking the fucking L.
What the hell?
But
That's what we were talking about.
So
Shit.
sure enough, I fucking grew the balls. Like right before I left, I managed to talk to her. I told her, "Hey, I thought you were cute." She had a boyfriend. So
I thought this was a good story. I was like,
Yeah, he got your number. She had a boyfriend.
Damn. God damn it, Omar.
What? That was a weird term, dude. It was like you were going straight, dude.
I know. I was like,
And you were going 120 miles, and you just threw that bitch in reverse.
dude, I had like the inspirational music on in the background in my head. I was like, this fool got her number.
No,
She had 5 kids. She was taken.
No, but like you discover that, dude. At college, that fucks me up because I'll be talking to like a 22. Like when you're in a group project, you'll be talking. I'm 19.
Freshman.
But like I'll be talking to like a group member, and they'll be 19, or no, they'll be like 20, 21, 22, and they're cute. And I'm like, maybe after the group, I'll try hitting them up. And then like somehow during the group, you always kind of like reveal something about yourself to the group members.
Yeah.
This one chick revealed that she had 2 kids and she was married. I was like, and she was 22. I'm like, oh fuck, like, it kind of fucks you up nowadays. Like some people are like,
Yeah, but it's also like we don't talk to people. We're that awkward silence, you know.
yeah.
Like a lot of people don't talk. They usually just text.
Yeah.
And I felt like it's not just the texting that affected us. It's we've always been nervous, you know.
Yeah.
But we never got practice talking. You know, we need to ease into it. And I feel like
we're not hoes. We're loyal men.
no, see,
We're loyal
because you
kings.
We're loyal kings.
you can be a guy friend that has a lot of girlfriends. You know, like friends that they hang out with a lot.
When it comes to my
and-
coworkers, I talk to a lot of them. But
And I'm cool with my friends that are girls, but I don't know how to fucking talk to new like.
oh yeah,
random
like
girl.
you're fucking
Like
awkward.
that's I don't know how to break the ice.
Well,
Or-
it's also because like,
You just throw punch and be like, hey, I'm on this.
Shit.
hey, first
So,
thing that happens, I have a boyfriend.
Hey, you ever listen to the Yeknod Podcast?
Ah, bitch, don't do that.
we got 12 subs.
What's up?
It was 13 now.
13 subs.
Watch, someone unfollows us. But no, like, no, actually, the James Harlow guy, his thing was, this is why I kept on talking about, like, amplifying. He said he could do anything he wanted just because he was a celebrity.
Yeah,
and
dude.
because he had money. And, like, he would try
Oh.
to turn, like, straight guys gay.
He didn't
That's
try to turn
right.
it.
No,
gay.
no, he-
tried to
or-
make them have sex.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, so,
And-
like,
and-
if you
and-
kind of question it, I'm like, you might be a little gay, bro. A little bit.
Dude, I mean, if
No,
he's
not defending him.
If you're messaging him,
no, 'cause he
I
was
mean-
literally like threatening, dude.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
dude.
I was hearing. He was threatening.
He was like, "Oh, I'll fucking like ruin your life and shit." Like,
Oh, shit.
dude, that's scary.
was
Coming
blackmailing.
from someone
With that much power.
with not that he does have a lot because he is a very wealthy person.
He make up
He's
everything.
and
young.
you know he's well known.
Hey, I'll catch him in the
I feel
streets
like-
with his 2-piece, though.
You sound gay.
Oh shit!
I don't,
Hey,
whoa, man.
No discrimination
Whoa.
against the gays. Man.
What happened?
I'm just saying, you sound gay.
Holy
Dude,
there
That's what you
was
fucking
a
get.
Fucking other room, bro. Sitting there for like 10 years, dog.
Damn, Mondo's already leaving the podcast. What's going on now?
Daniel.
Man, like, dude, I didn't know that he was like threatening to ruin their lives.
Yes, dude. So, you know, you know, it sucks because what are you gonna do?
Like,
Right?
oh yeah, true. Like, you know.
You gonna have your life fucked, or you know,
Your ass
or are you gonna?
Oh no!
Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. I,
We
think,
fucking heard it, dude.
I don't think y'all heard it.
Use your fucking skin, man.
Oh shit!
Give me that. Take that shit away from me.
Give it to Omar.
Take that shit.
I get to pick who that will go to.
He says
That was
got
good,
fucked
dude.
in the ass.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
What the fuck, Omar?
Keep it PG, bro. Even though I've been cussing like a
God damn it, Omar.
You use a fucking effort here.
No,
Nah,
chill.
you hold it.
God damn it! I'm gonna end this podcast with an L.
I think you keep the L till next season.
Next
Till next
season.
season.
Yeah, guys, we only got a five episode contract. Next episode's our last episode.
This was we're sponsored by no one.
The fuck?
We're in debt already
we're-
by like $3,000.
We're out of money and in debt.
Frank cost us $2,000 to appear.
The guest.
Brian was an additional $1,000.
Ah,
That girl that we're getting is probably gonna be $5,000. You know, we just
Damn.
we're running in debt, guys. Y'all gotta sponsor us. Unless you can convince Frank to take a pay cut.
Oh,
dude,
I don't know,
I'm
man.
getting paid. Fuck.
Frank's actually buying lunch or dinner.
Oh shit!
Nah, I gotta be home right now.
What?
What?
What you saying? What? Keep the L. Just keep holding the L.
What happened, Mom? Oh,
Damn.
I didn't
You
even
too?
hear a ring.
it's on silent.
Hey, your phone's dead.
Oh.
It's been dead. You came with your phone dead. What do you-
Oh,
Oh shit.
Wow.
God
God damn it, Frank.
fucking thing.
All right, you hold it and then give it back to him. He has to keep it.
What the fuck? Oh
You are
shit.
the L master for tonight.
Ah, damn it.
Did you unplug anything?
Nah, it's we're cool. We're chilling.
I don't know. Knowing Frank, he'll unplug some shit.
Oh my god.
Fuck,
dude.
their water ends up in the fucking mixer. Like, what the fuck, Frank? Jeez.
That was a $200 mixer.
Shit. Was it really 200?
Nah, it was under $100
Oh,
for
okay.
that shit.
That shit.
That shit. I say that shit a lot.
I mean, it's. I'm pretty sure it works.
Hey, I mean, we've done like 4 of these. I'm hoping
shit.
it works now. Imagine if it didn't and we were just recording on one mic the whole time.
The
So,
computer mic.
Oh my god.
Or we were supposed to be-
recently bought an Xbox One.
Oh, you did?
Oh, and we got another person added to the.
By the way, we're running a Black Ops 2 lobby soon.
For real?
Yeah, we're trying to. So we need a full 12 though.
Well, I saw.
We need a full 12 so we can run 6-on-6
Dude,
and
I'm
search and
down.
destroy. Like bring back the old memories, man. The
Hell
good old
yeah,
times.
dude. Fucking what was it called? Dodgeball.
Dodge and Tomahawk dodgeball, dude. I forgot about that one.
So then be
Oh,
like,
That was Black Ops
well,
1.
Dolphin dive into.
Oh, dude, we should start on Black Ops 1.
work our
Go to
way.
Black Ops 2.
Hey, wasn't there a game mode called Juggernaut where like you
That's
had
on MW3.
Oh no, on Black Ops 1 too. Remember it was a custom game mode where like one person has extra health but they're super slow and they have a shotgun, and everyone else runs around fast, but you just have to keep knifing them.
Yeah.
That-
Like
that-
you move slow as fuck. So
Yeah.
and it's like 30 people behind you. You hear them all say,
and you're like,
you're like, boom, boom.
but it was fun. You never knew who was winning, and it was interesting.
Yeah, it was cool. I like the Michael Myers, dude. That was fun.
Oh fuck, dude. Michael
Michael
Myers.
Myers
I,
was-
like that. Honestly, like
Ah,
kind of like got me
dude.
like feeling scared whenever someone would run past you or when you did footsteps. You would be
Dude,
fucking
right?
scared.
Dude, you could hear it in people's voices when they're running away. You're like, oh, fuck. Dude, you could hear it in people's
Like it was
voices.
one of the most terrifying moments, especially if you had Turtle Beaches and
you
you
know-
heard that footstep. You're
You know
like,
what was
oh.
funny? I was playing Michael Myers with one of my friends.
In real life, with the real with the gun.
with a gun,
No,
with
no.
a fork.
I'm forward.
No, but we were playing, right? And I couldn't find him, so I got mad, right? And it had a motion sensor. And he goes, "Fucker, I can hear you planning that everywhere you fucking go, dude." So like every 10 steps, I just. He's like, "Dude, fucking stop!" 'Cause he didn't have ghosts on the class, like a dumbass.
Oh no.
Ninja,
Oh,
Ninja Pro,
there you go. What did I say?
Ghost.
Ghost.
Ghost
Well, no,
is
Ghost.
UAV.
Ghost
Oh.
works for that, doesn't it?
It should, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost is UAVs.
Oh.
Ninja was quiet footsteps. Ninja Pro was quiet like grunting. Remember when you grunt?
But like, doesn't Ghost hide you from a motion sensor though?
Oh, motion sensors. Yeah.
Asshole.
Yeah.
No, you keep the L. You gotta keep the L. That wasn't even an L moment.
Yeah, it was.
Ghost was. What the fuck? Ghost doesn't silence your noise.
It hides you from a motion sensor.
That motion sensors ain't noises. It's a fucking.
He was saying that he was doing
I
it a
was
motion
planting
sensor.
Oh, I thought you heard him crouching.
Oh my god.
No, I would plant the motion sensor and pick it up.
Fucking retard.
You bitch, you think I'm over saying?
I was a little.
That wasn't Elmo.
That was alright. I'll take the L. I didn't understand.
Can I give it back?
Yeah, you go. You gotta
The
keep
L
that.
Master. The L Master, baby.
You're a Lomar.
Masturbation's a sin, sir.
Tomorrow.
You know what?
Nah, I've sinned a lot then.
No, I sin every day, 40 times a day,
I don't do it on Sundays, man. The Lord's Day.
every day.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Full-time job.
14 to 20 times a day. Jesus
Full-time job.
Christ.
All in one city.
I was just kidding, dude. All in one city.
Oh.
Oh.
By the end of it, like,
It's
just
dust.
blood. Oh, I mean, yeah, dust.
Oh, shit.
Can't even pee, dude.
Oh.
You gotta put a tube through my urethra.
Ew. That's how much blockage happened?
Oh.
You have to get a Dremel.
All right, that's enough penis talk.
Sorry.
All right.
Dude,
what topic
were
were
we
we?
talking about, bro?
Oh.
This went way off topic.
We were talking about James Charles and, like, gays.
Oh, okay, yeah. Whoa, we were talking about gays, you fuck.
But, like, no,
Gay.
like, how he would try to, like, he would threaten people.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh yeah.
To, like,
No.
to
yeah,
do
yeah,
gay
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with being gay,
Yeah,
just,
no,
you know.
there's nothing wrong.
You know. Oh.
Oh,
What?
Mondo.
Oh, Mondo feels a little different about it.
I didn't say
Feel
anything.
some type of way.
I just got my kazoo,
That's wild.
and I
though.
think I'm gonna play us out.
You want to know what's kind of sad though? Is nothing's gonna probably happen to him just because of how rich he is.
Dude, fucking for real. No, he's just losing.
No. Oh, you know what?
He's, you know how many
Yeah.
followers he's lost?
He lost like 2 million subscribers.
3 million.
3 million already.
But I mean, like
Damn.
even then, like he's gonna. If you gotta think about it, I remember Bill Burr, a comedian, said it best when Roseanne or like I forgot who it was, a cook that got kicked off her show for being racist.
Yeah.
And he said it best is that she was fat, so this kind of is a double-edged sword. But he would say, she is $100 million whale. Like all the production companies or all the cooking channels are waiting for the right amount of time to pass before they can sign her again. And it's probably gonna be the same thing for James Charles. They're just waiting for it, and as soon as a beauty product can like sign them without facing much backlash, they're gonna fucking do it.
Nah.
Mm.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I
I think
believe
his
him.
career's done, dude.
Well, I mean, if you want to think about it, like a lot of
Nah, he's
look at Kareem Hunt.
No, a lot of guys are starting to put makeup on, and I'm pretty sure he still has 14 million. He still has 14 million. It's not like losing 3 million really affects it. It's a lot of people. That's
no.
Well, no,
but-
he's
but
losing
hold on.
sponsorships.
Like you
Yeah.
said earlier, he's used to living this $1 million life.
yeah. Maybe he
gotta
was
keep
smarter,
spending,
you know.
I don't know.
No, like
He's 19, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
the girl that said that exposed him for all this shit.
Mhm.
She's the one. Like this kid was. I don't want to say an idiot because you don't know. Like at 18, if they were to give me a bunch of contracts and tell me, "Hey, figure this out," and figure out a way to get more money, I would honestly be the same case. I'd probably be able to get like a fraction of what I'm worth.
Yeah.
And she pretty much said that she made at one because I watched the whole video.
Yeah, me too.
It was like she helped him get a contract from him only getting $90 a video to fucking almost $3,000 a video.
Yeah.
So this woman made him
But
a bunch of money.
yeah, sorry. But going back on how you said somebody's gonna want to jump on him, you know, when
Mhm.
you know they want
Like he jumped on men.
Stop it. You're already holding yell. Just
I
keep
feel
it.
like his his image is so downhill that there.
Fuck no, it's not.
Yes, it is. He's nowhere.
Dude,
near-
Jeffree Star got exposed for a lot of his shit.
That's fucking. You know how much Jeffree Star makes a year?
Yeah, Jeffree Star's
How much
smart.
does he make?
I know he's a millionaire because he invests in weed.
He
and
makes $350 million a year.
oh fuck.
James Charles maybe has 14 million now. Jeffree
Subscriber.
Star can literally do whatever the fuck he wants. And yes, he's been exposed, and I don't know. I don't know, but maybe
I don't
he's
keep up with
commented on his shit. But he's still like a very successful person.
Oh,
he
yeah.
never did shit that fucking James Charles did, dude.
Who's
Also,
Jeffree
you know
Stars?
it's another one of those guys that
Another
sells.
makeup guru.
Yeah, that's a guy that sells makeup. Dude,
Fucking insanely rich, dude.
that guy made a lot of money, and I know he invested. Like, I honestly was.
Yeah, he has his own business aside from the makeup.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
I know he created his own weed dispensary, or like not.
Yes.
And I kind of wanted to like invest in it just because I know chicks will buy into it,
Yeah.
and a lot of guys. But I still I'm trying to look like I'm
Dude,
still trying to learn
my
about
girlfriend
investing.
wants one of his fucking grinders. Dude.
See, like that's what I'm talking about. Like
You-
this is
yeah.
Jeffree Star is like a guy that you invest your money in because you know he'll be able to make it more.
But it's
Yeah.
also you know who it is. It's the people that support, like the the people that are like that are selling this shit and people buy it, like
Yeah.
it's because there's people that support them in what they do.
Well, I mean,
have you ever seen one of his videos? Have you ever seen
No.
one of his
No.
videos?
No.
They're like they're interesting. Some
Yeah.
of them, like they really are.
See, and if you watch a person, you know, a YouTuber, just, you know, you want to show that you actually care, like
Yeah.
they're affecting your life. So you're gonna donate, you're gonna buy something,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, a T-shirt, something.
yeah, no. I mean, the support's always gonna be there for certain because there's always gonna be stands.
Yeah.
No matter how controversial you get, no matter what happens, there's always gonna be people that support you. No matter what
and
you
you
do,
know
there's
what?
always
He,
gonna be people.
yeah,
by your side
he did
100%.
lose, what, like 3 million? You said.
Yeah,
Like,
he still has
James
13
Charles?
million.
Oh yeah.
See, but those out of the, like maybe those 3 million were just people that just randomly followed him. You know, like they're not true fans. They're
But
just.
that's still 3 million.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
But maybe they
even
hadn't
if
bought
they-
anything.
even-
You know,
Even
they didn't buy anything just by viewing his shit. Like they gave him money basically already.
exactly just by watching his videos, they were supporting him.
But he still has another 13 million. You know.
But still, his,
It's not gonna like it's gonna affect him, not too much though. You know, it is a lot of people, but there could have been people that just didn't really care about him, and then they heard this and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon, unsubscribe."
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's still like I think also the Me Too culture is probably like gonna like really impact him too because he like you know what thinking back about the Jeffree Star made himself into a millionaire, so I'll give him that. Like he
Yeah, he started from the
like-
fucking ground up, self-made.
yeah, so like him he'll be fine regardless of like whether he goes into another controversy. He's made his own money.
he has consistent fans that'll support
No,
him
it's not
through
even
anything.
consistent fans. He just knows how to fucking make money. Like
He's
he's
a
he's a
businessman.
he's a
He's
good
a
hustle. He knows what
Yeah,
to do.
he puts all his
He's a
he doesn't put all
he
his
make-
money in one basket.
He's
or-
a thug.
Like the thing is too is he knew what he had to do. Like
Yeah.
again, Jeffree Star got help from Tati, that woman,
Yeah.
and apparently her husband got mentored by one of the vice presidents of motion pictures. Like,
Oh shit.
so this dude has been in the industry. So Jeffree Star, if you really want to think about it, got help from a vice president of a big studio to build up his contracts and stuff like that. So
But there's nothing wrong with that. you
there's
know?
nothing. No, there's nothing.
We all
wrong
need
with
help. And
no,
then-
but like that means if he doesn't recover from this,
Mm-hmm.
he won't know how to actually go about things
yeah,
because he was helped a lot
Mhm.
to get to this point compared to someone
But
like
I feel like he was helped in the beginning and got a hold of it. So even if he were to fall back, he could come back from
Yeah.
it because of the many years of experience he has without that person.
he only had like 2 years of experience.
I mean that.
Who did?
Jeffrey or not Jeffrey? James.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why I was talking about like Jeffrey. You know,
Yeah.
if he, but for sure James, I don't think he'll be able to be.
I don't think he'd survive because
He's a
of his
kid.
lifestyle.
He's a kid. He doesn't know anything. You know,
Yeah.
Jeffrey's been doing this shit for years. So you know, if he were to ever have a fall off, he could come back.
Mhm.
It's really all about experience.
It's about knowing what you gotta
and,
know.
yeah.
I mean, and then if he does start to fall off, I mean, there's always gonna be new generations that'll, you know, still jump onto the old stuff. There's always gonna be some fan base for it.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
It's still gonna be
Yeah,
There's
it's
still gonna be
his whole like makeup lineup. I've seen so many people wearing that stuff. You know, that it's in right now. A lot of people are wearing it. They're not just gonna give up that style because of this.
Oh fuck no, you're
They're,
right.
they're
yeah,
not. They like the way they look like that, so I mean they're gonna keep dressing like that.
Yeah, but they could they can throw away the James Charles, whatever.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
too late though. They already bought it.
Yeah, but-
like the
I
money's
mean,
already in his pocket.
Honestly,
I'll throw that shit.
that's just not cheap. I'm pretty sure it's not cheap.
I don't know.
It's
I know makeup's like
expensive.
easily $60 plus.
Yeah, so just you already bought it, might as well use it.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember I went one time with my ex to Sephora or Ulta, one of those
Mhm.
places. Like some little piece of shit, like fucking pin. I don't know what it was for. Fucking like $40,
Jesus Christ.
and it was small. Like, and I'm pretty sure if there's any girls listening to this, they'll probably be able to decipher what it was, and they'll be like, oh, this is for this. But to me, like as a guy, we don't fucking use that shit, so we don't know. So $40 for me was like, what the fuck are you spending it on? Like, this is
Yeah.
such stupid
Yeah.
shit.
But also like there's stupid shit that guys buy that are
Oh fuck yeah!
expensive
Like
as fuck.
there's stupid shit that we buy
Like,
too,
yeah,
like
like-
condoms.
And anything.
Well,
There's like no, but
oh hell, fuck you.
Because I took your thing.
Yes.
you gotta give them that. Oh wait, yeah, you keep that. Keep that. All right.
How did I become the master of this shit?
Mondo came up with something good and
clever, and then you just came and put
became,
on the
he
mic.
became king, and then he
I don't like this.
Got you.
Royal Elf.
The Joker.
The Joker.
This is the dunce.
The dunce.
Who's the guy that comes on and, like?
The Joker.
That's the Joker. Oh shit! God damn it, Frank.
Give me that. It's twice. Okay, think back. Sorry, guys.
You know, Frank, I'm starting to think this might be the last time we have you on. I'm kidding.
Fuck.
This was the first and last episode with Frank.
Oh, fuck.
Honestly,
Say goodbye, Frank. You fuck.
I want to have.
Oh, this is your
Frank
last day.
Episode.
This is your last day in
It
general.
was fucking entertaining. Frank like bought a lot more like energy.
No, this is the last day.
Oh.
Fuck, man, of course.
In general, like.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Terrible boys over here being all heartfelt. Everybody's like,
You're never fucking coming back. No, he says you're never leaving in a sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said this is
Wait,
your last
you
day
didn't
ever.
see the contract? You get euthanized after you get in the fire. We put you down. We put you down.
fuck.
No one else can have you on their podcast.
Everyone that comes on ours is limited edition.
Yeah, dude. Once in a lifetime.
Once in the life.
He fucking falls through the door. He falls from behind the bed.
Brian.
There's a dart in his neck.
You didn't see
Like
his truck
from
in the
Balls
back?
of Fury.
No, like we go down the hall and we have his head on the mountain on the wall, and your neck yours is next.
I didn't see. Where did you put that?
Oh, I won that guy last week.
I won that guy.
I found that guy last week. I go out hunting.
Fuck, man.
Fuck.
Y'all are crazy.
Why do you think I'm still coming back, man? I'm trapped here.
He has to upload the videos.
Yeah,
No, he has
that's
to upload the SoundCloud, so I can't kill him yet.
Yeah, I have to.
Once I learn how to do it, then he'll join you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I have to do regular updates, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't leave.
What's up?
Huh?
What's up?
Nothing, man. Nothing, we're not plotting this shit.
I tried, man. He has powers beyond me.
We need to make this podcast longer because I'm not ready to die.
Dude, we're at an
Like,
hour.
too late. Boom.
We're at an hour 40.
Hey, you see that? You see that?
That's it.
You see that picture behind him?
Like, oh.
You see all the presidents?
Oh yeah, fucking like what's that? What's
Hey,
that?
y'all gonna be right there, Brian. He's gonna have all y'all on there.
Oh my god, dude.
Jeez, man.
How the fuck did we go from like talking about makeup gurus all the way to fucking killing Frank?
We're gonna kill Frank.
She was like, you can't leave.
So we're gonna
Oh yeah, that's
euthanize
right. You
you.
were talking about how it was good. It was good.
Yeah, man. Y'all got anything else to add
To that,
to
no.
the podcast? Y'all got anything else you want to talk about?
Any other interesting topics that have been rambling?
I mean, do y'all want to talk about another topic? I'm done.
I'm down.
Like I'm willing to talk. It's just y'all got anything else? Cause
Oh yeah, I'm down. Let me see. What do I got over there?
What
we never talked about your first train.
I need to think about that one. I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know. Like, when did I write that?
Dude, were you fucking like on some DMT or something?
I don't think I wrote that. Unless I had something in my mind, you know, like I had something in my mind and I just didn't write the thing on my mind. I wrote down, like, you know, just what I was thinking about it. Like, how did your first train feel? Could be like, how did your first workout session be? How did your first, you know, like training session, like with karate or some shit.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna have to write down some more on it.
Any conspiracy theories that are rambling in your brain?
Conspiracy theories right now. I'm just like trying to think more about. Fuck. I don't even know, dude. I gotta write it down. I have one on there that I've been wanting to like talk about is what makes someone famous.
What makes them?
I think just like their ability to actually take the risk.
No, like in what way?
Like,
Like just a celebrity?
any way, honestly. Like, what do you think it makes them famous? You know, like
It
how
was
did they become famous?
It was them willing to put the foot out there. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure like a lot of people have thought about doing a podcast. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I thought about this before you even mentioned
Yeah.
it. But the thing was, I was never willing to take the step.
Yeah.
I was never gonna probably take the step if it weren't for Mondo actually hitting me up and telling me, "Hey, let's do this shit."
Oh yeah.
No, dude, it's just I was into podcasts. I've just started getting into podcasts too, like, but
Yeah.
it's not something that I was like, oh, like I would listen to one and then I would just listen to it. But then there's a difference between listening to it while you're not busy, and
Yeah.
listening to it when you're focused, and listening to it when you're just like, when you're with friends. If you listen to it with someone, I feel like you don't get the messages, like they don't go through as good. But when you're alone, like let's say you're at the gym. I usually work out in the gym and I will listen to a podcast and it'll like open my mind, and I'm like, oh shit, like I never thought about that, and then like most of the times I have to be alone.
I guess it just no.
In order to
I
grasp.
I think it just depends on how open-minded you are.
Yeah,
You know.
like you can't really be out with your friends listening to a podcast and get the whole vibe.
You're distracted because
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
with friends.
Yeah, you have to 100% focus on the podcast.
I think that's what makes.
I feel like it's like
More just listening, yeah.
if you're like having a drive or something,
Hmm.
you know.
Drives are good. I think working, like when I go paint by myself at a house or something, I'll listen to a podcast, like just to hear like the knowledge, whatever other people think.
Or just to hear what other people like. If
Yeah.
they have the same ideas that we do,
Hmm.
that you do. As an
And
individual.
I've been listening to just like, and it's cool. And then Omar had told me like, oh, I like podcasts, and I was like, shit, let's start it. Like, let's do one. And I had like my little room set up, and I was like trying to change stuff in my life. Like I'm like, all right, like I don't know if I want to become famous. I know I want to make enough money so where I can support a family, and like be happy, you know.
And to be honest, like it would. I'm not saying that it's gonna be easy, but it's not. It's not. Hard.
It's not easy and it's not hard. It's just like putting
It's
the
just-
effort into it.
Yeah.
It's the concept is like it's kind of like getting in shape. It's like
Yeah.
it's simple,
Uh-huh.
but it's not easy.
Dude,
There's a
it's-
big difference between the two.
Everything in life, think of it as a tree. You got to plant a seed. You plant a seed to grow the tree. The tree's not gonna grow in a fucking year. It's gonna take years.
It's gonna take a shitload of
just like
investment.
that.
Think of not as a tree. Think of it as a flower, right?
Oh, what?
You have
A flower?
You plant
Yeah.
a flower. It slowly grows and blooms, and you have to take care of the flower. You have to.
Yeah. No, but a tree is more like life because it's longer. Long. I'm thinking long term here.
Okay.
A tree lasts fucking years.
Yeah.
There's
Decades.
trees older
I was like-
than San Antonio. There's,
Yeah, I was just like
yeah.
saying like
Mhm.
you gotta put in work to make something.
Yeah. And
Damn, you just shut down, Frank.
I know, right? Damn, Brian was
no,
right.
because
Fucking
what did Brian say?
He's like, does everyone just get talk over here?
I don't remember him saying that, but yeah, that's why he's on the wall.
podcast. He was talking about. He's like, because I apologized to him.
Brian,
See, look, you just talked over him, so it happened.
I'm sorry.
It happens. It just happens.
I remember because
That happens a lot with you.
here's the fucking L.
Nah, you hold that.
Nah, that's the L.
No, you gotta hold that, Omar.
Nah, he was being rude.
No, you the L.
You know what? I don't want him on this podcast anymore.
Oh,
We're done. You're
Okay, cool.
fired.
Open the hatch.
Fire.
Open the hatch.
What?
Get the dog.
Get the lion.
You know, we got to take care of him like we take care of all guests here.
Oh wait. Oh wait, back to the. What the fuck? What were we talking about?
Talk about famous.
What did I go into?
You were
Then?
gonna say something, but I cut you off.
Yeah, I forgot now.
Oh yeah, no. This is a lifestyle. Like we gotta keep adding. We gotta keep. This is part of our life now.
Yeah.
Like we gotta keep coming and getting together to talk about it.
Yeah, man.
How is someone gonna listen to us if we're inconsistent? And just.
Yeah. You need to have it like
We'll gather a group of people like that, but it'd be better if they have something that they can go listen to, and if it changes someone's day, it's awesome. It's cool. I like the fact that people are telling me that they like it. It's cool. Like just to hear something different. It's
Shout out to
easy to
everyone
listen
that
to.
followed
and
us
to
too.
be honest, like it's all about like your topics is what's
Yeah.
gonna draw people in though.
Mhm.
You have to like just
No, yeah,
look
but
up,
I-
like the crazy shit that happens in Florida.
Yeah, but I think like that stuff is more to get like more people in,
Yeah.
But I want to talk about whatever we feel like talking about that day, and like that's why I have the list written up, just because if we have like I don't know what to talk about, we just look at the list, and if usually we just come in here and we just talk,
Mhm.
shit just flows, and it feels like you're in the room, and I think that's why like you need to focus on it. So because if you're in the room with us,
Yeah.
and then you're doing your job, it flies by because you're not even focused on your job. You're just
Yeah, like
listening
I
to-
told him earlier, I was listening to the second podcast yesterday, and dude, fucking the first 2 hours of work flew. Dude.
Thanks,
I
man.
was like, fuck, it's already lunchtime.
Yeah,
Hell
it's like you're there because And I think maybe that's why some people want video.
No, it's not that. It's that you
just to see like where you would be sitting, I guess maybe.
You
right?
understand what they're saying, and you
Yeah,
kind of like relate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can relate to what they're saying. So it draws you, and they're like, yeah, and then they get real deep into it.
Yeah.
That was weird, dude.
But mine's like, cause I always think about these things, and some things I don't even write down. I think I have some more on my phone. Let me bring up another one.
Damn, dude, we've been at this at 1:45. Like, this shit flew by. Like, these 2 hours practically went by, man.
Damn, I got a bedtime, man.
Hey, man, I remember, like, in high school, I did have a bedtime.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I had to be in bed by 11.
Don't you have a bedtime still?
Hold
the hell!
I like how you stayed quiet, dude. Saying
I have to go home now, guys. Nah, my bedtime ended once I entered college, just because I'd be staying up till like 1 or 2 in the morning studying. So my parents are like, It's also the concept is my parents like want me to.
Yeah, they have your. They already like they want you to stay on your path.
Yeah,
and you're staying on your path, which is good.
Yeah.
You know, you're still going to school. You're passing your classes. You're focusing on what your parents want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the end, they're gonna be proud of you, and that's good.
It sucks though, dude. 11.
I mean, it does suck, but you're getting all your priorities set right now.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be able to have fun later.
My bedtime isn't 11.
You said 11. Well,
No,
like before. That's
like in high
11.
school, yeah, it was.
Well,
Why do you think I never played with you all that late?
they just want you home.
Oh yeah.
They just want you home right until at a certain time.
Yeah, they
because they worry, and I understand.
So what if you weren't in bed by 11? They would give you a spanking.
Nah, my mom would just like. It's one of those things where like my mom intimidates me. Like my mom is short as fuck.
You have to respect. Your
Yeah, I
parents,
have respect. So like,
Fuck no, I'll fucking throw hands on my mom.
I think I can take my mom honestly.
I decked my grandma once.
Oh shit! What?
I'm just kidding. The tortillas, fool.
This one's not round.
This one's a noble.
I wanted Mickey Mouse.
Pancakes and sausage.
I'm dying.
Yeah, you good, bro?
No.
Oh.
Oh fuck! I was out here fucking.
Some water.
I don't know water.
Man, this water's good, man.
Yeah, dude, I just finished mine yesterday. My
Come on, man. That wasn't even a good lie. You just gotta say you took the last sip.
I mean,
Tomorrow it finished yesterday.
I was cleaning my room in the winter when it was hot outside.
What? You ever think back about stupid shit you did as a kid? Like,
Yeah, breathe.
No, I meant like when you did something stupid. Have you ever like remember back how you tried to cover it up?
Yes, I still do that.
Like, I remember one time.
I still do that.
No, like I remember one time I broke. I don't remember. I broke something, but it was glass, and it was something big. Like it was something like would be noticeable. My dumbass just hid it under a fucking couch, and I was like 8, so I was really fucking stupid.
Retarded.
But yeah, pretty much. But you ever think back and you're just like, damn, like what made you fucking think of that? Like,
Why didn't I?
What was the thinking behind you as an 8-year-old to like think like I'm gonna hide this shit?
I was fucking terrified to hide anything from my parents, dude.
Huh?
I was petrified.
Dude,
I didn't hide shit, dude.
Imagine
I
if
was
we didn't
scared.
hide anything, we just told them like, and then at the end of the day, like we would all be like, oh fuck, they're gonna beat us or something. But at the end, like when you actually tell them, they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, like they're cool
just like,
about it.
oh okay, like
Fuck
I guess.
No, I still got some fucking chanclas.
But and I think that's also what affects us because now like we do some shit and we're like, oh fuck.
Like, how y'all feel about like hitting your kids? Like, I think that's
So
like,
if it's for discipline, then you know.
I'm all for hitting your kid, honestly. If it's
I'm all for discipline.
yeah, discipline. Like,
That
let's.
motherfucker catch
I know.
these fists.
If I ever have kids and my son goes out and you know hits someone, you know they gotta know it's not right. Like, you're not just gonna be like, oh no, mijo, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's don't hit people.
I feel like it would be like a 3 strike kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, maybe even I gave you a chance. I told you not to do that. You did it again.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna discipline
Mhm.
you. I gave you a warning.
Mhm.
Like here's your fucking ticket.
or it's
I'm
more
gonna whoop
about
that ass, boy.
I believe it's more about like respect. If your kid doesn't respect you and they like tell you something, or you just give them everything they want,
Yeah.
like they're gonna be bad because
Yeah.
they don't have to. They're just like, okay, I got it. This it's handed to me.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I mean,
You know,
like,
I want my kid to be respectful. He's gonna, you know, he's gonna have to do shit
Or
like
she.
he or she. Yeah, I'm gonna be like the fun dad, but I want to be strict. You know. Like,
Yeah. You want to be the
Yeah.
the dad you can come to.
You know. Yeah. For anything.
For anything.
Yeah.
But you know, you also have that that friend.
Like if they do something bad, like I want them to tell me. I don't want to find out.
through like something
Yeah,
else.
through someone else
you
or
don't want
finding it.
to put so much fear into them where they're
Mhm.
scared to come to you.
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's something that is true. Like that.
So
that's, like, something
discipline
hard about
beatings whenever they're like
being bad.
yeah,
like,
maybe not every time they're bad, just but you also
You
have
gotta
to sit
like
down and talk to
calibrate it to like how bad it
Mhm.
is. Like if they did something that you can tell a fucking
Yeah.
young kid's gonna make a mistake. You're like you're not gonna hit him. You're just gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey man,
If you sit someone
Hey,
down,
look, watch the fuck out, 'cause
Oh,
next time
yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with a right, and I'm gonna flying heel kick you.
we're gonna have to edit that
I'm sorry.
one.
It's gonna be boop.
No.
What did he say? Why are you saying?
No more. He's gonna not be able to cut it out.
Yeah,
it's gonna
I've
get
done-
uploaded.
Hey man, it's all right.
No, you gotta cut that out. You can't leave that in there.
It's
That's fine.
an hour 48,
They're
49.
people are gonna get fucking offended because I'm not
Black.
African American. Oh, fine.
I mean, that's why you never know, and
I'm gonna get shot. Why?
that's why I'm like, No, it's not-
even by black
it's not
people, I'm
that,
gonna
it's
get
just-
shot by some Mexican bro.
dude, that
Like,
they're like,
shit through my homeboys.
is it?
I'm officially done with this.
All right, so let's talk on this other one that. Oh
Your
shit, my
flashlight's on, bro.
Damn it! Give me the L.
All right. Oh yeah. Here you go, Omar. Low more.
Oh, mother-
I caught it still.
All right, so here's my next little topic thingy. What the fuck are you doing? Did you just jewel into my kazoo? Oh, motherfucker.
It jeweled into your kazoo.
I'm a fucking vape god, bro.
Oh, it's a blue, dude. It's a blue. It's
Oh,
not jewel.
blue. All right.
You know, it's different.
If it was a jewel, I would have had to put you up on the wall right now. Just ended the podcast and killed you. But it says it's not. Since it's blue.
Can you still?
All right.
Hey guys, I think this is a kind of something I have to let y'all know.
What?
I have 12% left on my laptop, and that's 30 minutes total.
Okay. I think 30 minutes should be fine.
No.
Oh, unless you want to plug in the charger, I have the wire.
No, we're cool. We're good, man.
He's like, nah, I don't.
Wait,
I don't
but
wanna do this
what if it-
podcast.
What if it doesn't save?
It'll save.
It'll save?
It'll save.
But I kind of wanted the audio.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So we'll just talk about this and then we'll call it there. All right. So, the one that I wrote down is that no one looks good 100% of the time.
No one looks good 100% of the time.
Yeah. Like you know how everyone posts pictures on Instagram.
Oh, fuck. Dude, speaking of that shit, I just want to say that the fucking pants some of these girls wear at the gym,
Mhm.
it's really funny.
Yeah, they're rigged, right?
They're no.
They're rigged. They're like the ass is like I don't
No,
know.
like here's the thing. Some dude, fitness
Mhm.
dude that I practice, he does a podcast. His
Mhm.
name's Swole Normus or something like that.
Yeah.
He discussed it. He said if they're like skinny and they have like a good toned butt, but it's not big. What they'll do is they'll pull it up as high as possible so that their butt compared to their waist ratio is something that makes it
Yeah.
look bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have like you're comparing like a decent sized feature like their butt to their smallest feature, which should be their waist.
Mhm.
It shouldn't. Like I'm not gonna say that, but you're like the ratio just throws it off.
Yeah.
Because I saw one girl that everyone's on. She goes to my university. Sure enough, I saw her. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at her butt.
Mhm.
It was not that impressive. I was like, I was kind of expecting something else.
No, but that's the thing with guys too. Like the guys just the waist and arms.
Oh,
Like a lot of bodybuilders, like they'll go off the arms.
Mhm.
Like you try and make your waist as slim as possible and your arm
Oh,
as big
yeah.
as possible. You want to make the illusion that your arm is bigger than your waist,
Yeah.
because that's huge. Like if your arm gets that big, like
Mhm.
damn. So it's kind of the same thing. It's just for
Yeah.
different like I don't know.
Well,
It's just like how guys like working out arms, just like girls like working out butt. Like guys wear shirts with smaller sleeves.
Oh, that's like I realized that because I went shopping with one of my gay friends.
Yeah.
It's called muscle.
Whoa, what?
It's called muscle fit.
Muscle fit.
Yeah, so like what it is, it's tighter up top.
Yeah.
But down around your like stomach region, it's a lot looser. So it gives the illusion that you're like a lot bigger on
Yeah.
top. But
There's
down there.
some shirts.
Did you just come out to us?
Wait, like
No.
wait, like guy shirts?
Yeah, it's guy shirts.
For real?
Like there's different. Like you know how they have fitted, slim fit.
Yeah, I always like wearing higher sleeves because
Yeah,
I
that's
want
a
to show off
style.
my arms.
That's
know?
a style.
Right.
too.
That's just me
Bro,
because
if you see this,
honestly,
could be yours.
nah, like I just since I have it, might as well show it. You know.
Yeah.
honestly,
And
that's
that's
why
my
I shop
theory.
with gay guys because they know like how to shop. Those motherfuckers know how to shop.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue, but
Wow, dude, I'm sorry. I try to be open minded out here.
nah, I'm just
No, I'm just kidding. It's just
no.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I can see it because I mean, gay guys they have some style. You know.
Dude, they get you huge discounts. Honestly,
Alright,
What the fuck, gay? Just knowing a gay
Does
guy
their,
gives you
does their
discount.
breath smell?
What?
Does their breath smell?
I don't fucking know. Why would I know that?
I don't know, dude, because I feel like gay guys' breath smell.
I wouldn't know.
All right, we're not gonna jump into
I'm
this
not- I'm
topic.
not-
Sorry.
No, like because since they shop a lot, and they always know like good deals, and plus like apparently gays talk to gays irregardless, so they'll like always get you an employee discount. So I've gone to like Express and I got like really cheap clothes.
Gays always talk to gays.
Yeah, pretty much, man. It's a community. They have a group chat.
Dude, they have a community?
Hey, they got it out there, man. They're doing their
I
thing.
did not know this. I did not know there was a community of gay people.
Wait, are you like joking or?
Of course there's a group.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, I mean,
The LGB fucking...
oh yeah.
no,
LGBT.
they don't like to associate themselves with that.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I'm joking.
That's literally the fucking community you just talked about.
um,
I hate myself.
wait, what? Why'd you bring up
Oh no, because we were talking about like the shirts and how girls wear like really tight
yeah.
things. Sometimes they wear like clothes that's 2 sizes too small. Too.
I mean, if they want to wear that, you know, it takes some guts to wear, you know, some type of stuff that women wear,
Oh fuck yeah.
and some things that men wear, even like there's some shit that's out there. Well, you know, they're putting themselves out there to try it out.
Mhm.
You know, it might hit, might not. But I mean, they
Most
put the
of
effort.
time it's a might
Dude, it's
not.
hard. It's hard to, you know, wear something different. It's because you feel like everyone's judging you.
Oh yeah, but half the time no one really gives a fuck.
Yeah,
about you.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all your mind that the way you dress is like I've started wearing more clothes that I like stripes, like any stripes sideways.
I need to
straight
start
up,
buying
down.
more shirts to be honest.
Yeah, like whatever I feel is right,
I
I'll
wear
buy it.
this every day. I wear
Hey,
this.
well,
See,
you can-
but that's what that's
Here's
I
the
can see
thing.
you in that. You know.
Here's the thing, Frank. You never can go wrong with Dragon Ball.
Right? Thank you. You're not a fucking swine. But you still gotta hold the L.
You gotta what?
You still gotta
Oh
hold
yeah,
the
you
L.
still keep that.
Proudly, bitch.
Damn.
Whoa! What the fuck?
Wait, let me see. Is that Frieza?
Yeah, G-Force and Goku, bro.
Hell yeah,
what
man.
the fuck is that?
It's a
Oh,
sniper.
he found a
The
stain.
laser.
Fuck!
The laser's on
It's a
you.
white shirt.
I just want to say, like, every podcast we've made just keeps on getting longer and longer.
I mean that's good though. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
yeah, that's
I
good.
have I'm pretty sure people don't
Because I'm
mind
more
listening.
interesting than y'all's last
Hey,
two.
stop tearing.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? We were the
Damn.
only ones on
Shades
one of us.
Exactly. I'm just kidding. It was a joke. It was
Nah.
a JK Lowell.
I wanted to keep the last one running, but y'all kept like pushing time because y'all were hungry. So I was just like,
That's what this was doing right now.
yeah, no, he's doing that.
He was like, nah, don't plug it in. I want it to do. I don't want to sound like...
yeah, dude. Well, like, it's obvious. I mean, isn't
No,
it
but
obvious?
like
He's gonna go to his day club. Man.
it's
Wow,
Go
Thursday.
get discount on
It's
clothes.
Thursday.
It's
Thursdays.
Thursday. It's Tuesday.
it's Tuesday.
You're gonna be late for your meeting or what? Your Facebook profile.
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
First of all, I don't have a Facebook anymore. It's on
Oh.
Instagram, the group chat.
And then
Oh!
Saturday. What the fuck?
It got so late. You got it on so late.
Sorry. I'm out of it.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna call it close. I just wanted to tell y'all what Yeknod started for. Started.
I wasn't
from,
part of that.
honestly, like I don't even know. Okay, so to me, well, what I think how it started was we had this group chat on Instagram where we would just send memes to each other, and then I think Frank was part of the donkey chat. That's what we called it. We called it the donkey chat, and it was all the Xbox friends, and then after the donkey chat, we started another one. I don't know why. We just changed the name to Yeknod because we were being dumb, and I don't even know who changed it, but. And yeah, Yeknod's been in our group chat since like freshman year for me and 8th grade year since somewhere, no?
I wasn't part
Or
of
no?
the original Yeknod.
So when did we start the Yeknod? Last year? 2 years ago?
2 years ago, because I remember Peter was in it.
Yeah.
And like he kind of left around 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
I don't know who else was in it. I felt like there was more people though.
I wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of it.
But I don't know if the Yeknod we started after or Frank just wasn't in it, or I don't know.
No, y'all didn't start with the next one because y'all have another one.
Oh, because we were on the Xbox One, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
So when the Xbox Ones, we kind of just got our chat because we left you in the past in that 360 days.
And now I'm back.
Shit.
Dude, okay, real quick, going back on this James Charles thing, I saw this meme where it said, what was his name? Fuck, dude. Logan Paul. I'm the most hated person on YouTube. And it says, James Charles, hold my dildo.
Okay, that's it. Thanks for ending it off on that joke. Thank you guys for listening to the Yeknod Podcast.
Alright,
I'm
guys.
Omar.
I'm Frank.
This is Mondo.
Let us know on our Instagram at Yeknod Podcast if you want Frank to be part of this normal group.
Yo.
I don't know if we can have him every time, dude, because we're gonna need more people.
I mean, we have an available mic.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
know what? Yeah, we might have. I think I have another guest already. We got another couple guests in line. If you want to come on the podcast, just message one of us.
Don't, because I want to come on every time.
No, I mean Frank can come on. We have another mic here.
Yeah.
Just whenever someone has free time.
Okay.
And if not, we'll just have you share with someone.
Yeah, that's,
That's fine.
Also,
We'll hold hands.
Also,
in the same chair.
God damn it, Frank.
Sorry.
Also, send us questions if you want us to give our
Oh, yeah.
opinion on them. If you want, we can
Send us topics, dude.
topics too, and we can be completely anonymous. And if you don't want it to be anonymous and you want us to say who sent it, just let us know. Also, be like, this doesn't have to be anonymous.
Yeah,
But-
any issue that you feel is bothering you, and it. I mean, you don't. I'm not gonna say who your name is if you really do have an issue.
We're gonna keep it anonymous unless you
Yeah.
tell us not to.
Yeah, but if you have that issue and you're going through something right now that
This dude's
feels
blowing fucking rings. That's just dope.
damn. Yeah, but if you have a issue, and you want you feel like no one else has a problem, or you just want us to talk about it and just give our opinions on it, and then you can see, maybe we'll be on your side and you'll get a better feeling on it. We'll just help you out on that.
Thanks, guys, for listening.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week or maybe in a couple of
All
days,
right.
depending when we
Yeah.
record.
See you next year. Bye.
Later.
Later.